dem ci moom pour ndigal.
Wow.
A civilian.
Yes. Civilian.
Well, because tembo munuma wane I want any command and control bo xamne ni bo du naga duma ko mëna wax ci Europe la. I want any command and control bo xamne ni man dina fa mëna dem pour wax ak mom naka lay doxale liggéey bi.
Because by that time I was not having any command to go and report to. He was the only one.
Mr. Jagne, there was command and control. There was the head of the army, and there were senior men that were in the army. The army was still around, right or wrong?
Mr. Jagne, command and for one because njiti soldat yi mu fa won soldat yang fa won waron nga magi soldat yi ñu fa won
Njiti soldat bi moy CDS Badji ta Badji tambo wonunu nekoton office mi ngi doon wër ci mbédé Johnson Bonem fekk mu taxaw.
The head of the army was the CDS Badji, and Badji was not there. Not anywhere you go to, you meet Badji there.
Badji was a senior guy. There were people who are below Badji and whom you were supposed to report to.
Badji moom moo nekkoon njiit bi waaye am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi woon si ron Badji ñoo xam ne ay mag lañ ñu waroon ngaa mun a wax ak ñooñu.
ñi nekkoon si gannaaw si ron Badji si ñi ma war a report tambo leen si camp bi doo dem fekk fa commandant ñu fa fekk mooy suma rang miti la sajin yi di high rankas yu fa le fekk ay auto la owan and lefen yu bay doon dee gis.
There were senior officers, but in those times, when you go to the camp, you will not meet those people there. The people you will meet there will be the sergeants, the O2, the O1s.
What was your rank during that time?
Lan mo nekkoon sa rank time boobu.
Fekk corporal la.
Then I was a corporal.
And there were sergeants in the camp.
And mu ngi amoon ay sergeants ci camp.
Wow.
Yes.
And they were your senior.
And ñoo nekkoon say njiit.
Through by rank ñoo ma senior.
Why didn't you report to them?
Yes, through by rank. Lu tax demuloo report ci ñooñu.
Because at Tambo, I don't know whom to trust. I can't lie.
Because by that time, I don't know who to trust and who to talk to.
What do you mean I don't know who to trust?
Lan means xamuloo koy óolu.
Because of in military, as far as I know, in military, si military bi speaking man li ko mën a xam mooy su tis demee comme situation bi nekkoon then fooguma ne man time boobu noonu amoon naa xel bi pour dem si sajin wala auto pour jël si moom permission because of time boobu even soo jëlee si moom permission sax when things fall apart du la mën a baag si benn boor.
In the military, as far as I know, in situation like that, the situation we were, you cannot go to a sergeant or somebody of that rank and you reporting to him. Because if things fall apart, he will not take responsibility.
But Mr. Yang, you reported to a civilian.
Why, Mr. Jagne, you don't dem si ko xam ne nekkut soldat.
Waaw nekkut soldat dëgg la wax dëgg la nekkut soldat. bi ma ñëwee foofu noonu moom laa gis ne moom mooy the guy control of anything loo xam ne nii moom moo belong to the present head of state.
It's true, he was not an army, but when he came there, what I saw is he was in charge of that place, and he was the person that the president put there. So he's the only one that I can report to.
Mr. Yang. I think I'm not buying the story because it's like there were people who are your immediate boss. To whom did you return this gun when we were there? To whom did you return your arm?
Mr. Jagne, nekuma di jema jenda xibaar waaye yow bi nga nekkee foofu noonu am na ñoo xam ne ñoom ñoo nekkoon sa boss yow sa ngànnaay bi nga koo delloo ci kan nga ko delloo woon.
Si Amori bi.
To the Amori.
Who was in charge of the Amori?
Kan moo nekkoon in charge Amori.
Benn sergeant la fa fekk.
I found one sergeant there.
Who was your senior?
Moo nekkoon sa senior.
Wow.
Yes.
And what did you tell him when you were returning the Amori?
And fan nga ko wax ne ko, what did you tell him?
What did you tell him when you were returning the Amori? What did you tell him?
Lan nga ko wax bi ka delloo Sanganaay?
Because dama ko ne dañ am dañ joxe order ne soldat yi nga xam ne yëpp am ngànnaay nañ delloo seen ngànnaay si camp yi.
I told him that we have an order that all these securities that are having arms, let them return it to the Amori.
Order from where?
Order from Joge.
Order bi fii jógee boobu leen ma li ma wax mooy président moom moo ne soldat yi amee seen ngànnaay yëpp nañ ko delloo because ñi ngi am foreign ñi ngi amee ay gan yoo xam ne ñoom tamit borom ngànnaay lañ di mën a bokkaa ñoom liggéey ku nekk am ngànnaay.
Where the order comes from, I was told that the president said all those who are having arms should return them because we have foreign troops that are in the country and they have their arms.
Mr. Jagne, when you were returning this arm, was the current president in the Gambia or outside the Gambia?
Then he was not here, he was in Dakar.
But by then there were no foreign troops in the Gambia.
Kon waxtu boobu foreign troops yi nekkuñ woon ci biir Gambia.
ñu ñëpp a de bëgguñu woon gars yi dugga fekk ñoo ngànnaay moo tax ñu ne nañ delloo suuf ngànnaay yëpp because ñi ngi war a ñëw te ñoo tamit dañ am ngànnaay.
That time they don't want the foreign troops to come and find us with our weapons, so that was why we were asked to return all our weapons before they enter.
So yeah, I think we need to be very, very, very honest here, Mr. Jagne. You return your arms to a soldier like you, arms that we were accountable of. You return it to a soldier, and then you run away and went and joined civilians. Right or wrong?
Dafa mel ni yow da nga delloo sa ngarnaay bi jox ko beneen soldat nga delluwaat dugga si biir civilians yi daw dem.
Well, because of order boobu laa am.
Yes, because that's the order I have.
But during that time you were a runaway soldier.
Waxtu boobu noonu da nga nekkoon soldat bu daw.
Foog naa ne su ma dawoon du ma doon toog Gambie.
If I run, I was not going to be.
But you were not in service.
I nekkatuloo woon si service.
maa ngi ci service because of.
But you have to command from anywhere.
Nekkuloo woon di jot command from anywhere.
waaw boobu dëgg la.
And you put yourself somewhere.
te am na fu ñu la postoon.
When you were no more in the service.
yow nekkatuloo woon si
In active service. Yes or no?
waaw wala déedéet.
maa ngi woon si active service bi.
No, because you are just like the coalition boys.
mais déedéet because yow yaa ngi meloon ni comme coalition boys yi rek.
maa coalition boys yi du mën a equal because maa ngi woon enlisted in the army at the time.
I cannot be the same with the coalition boys because by then I was in the army.
Because by then you were your own commander, you were your own chief, you were your own head, you were taking your own the law the rules in your own hands.
Time boobu noonu yow yaa nekk sa boss yi boppa yow yaa nekk sa lépp boppa sa lu nekk danga koy jëlal sa boppa.
Comme maa nekk sama boss yi boppa boobu leen du ma mën a jël boobu because dégg nga sama boss yi boppa ndik bi ma demee fekk naa fa suma moromi soldat yoo xam ne ni ñoom ñoo ma ëpp rank te ñoo ma jiitu si liggéey bi te the same thing liñ def loolu laa def.
That I was my own commander, my own boss, my own chief, that I will not take it because when I went there, I found soldiers who were my bosses, whose ranks were more than my rank, and I was under them. So I cannot take that.
Soldiers or ex-soldiers?
Ay soldat lañ ndax ñoo xam ne ay soldat lañ woon.
They registered in the army by then, and they are still serving members. Tambo knew was army.
They were registered in the army, and by that time they were still in the army.
Who are they? Give me one of them.
ñoo ñan la woon nga jox ma kenn si ñoom.
Bari na fa because WSO bu ma nekk di mention ni bokkoon na si te moom otu la woon.
There are many there because the WSO that I am mentioning here was one of them, and he was an O2 WSO.
Then fekk naa fa tamit beneen couple benn sergeant Sonko moom soldat la woon.
I found there also one Sergeant Sonko. He was also a soldier.
Fekk naa fa benn O2 moo tamit sergeant la woon O2 partenaire seen waaye moo tamit mi ngi woon si army bi te O2 la.
I found there one O2. He was a sergeant. He also was there, and he was a soldier.
But Mr. Jagne, you said you were taking command from Jagne. Or through Jagne or through Jagne?
Mr. Jagne, Mr. Jagne, nga ne dang non jëlé commande si turo Jagne.
Fofu képp ku fa nekk time boobu noonu si turo Jagne nga dee jël te mooy suma senior mooy suma junior ñu ñëpp si turo Jagne lañ nekkoon.
That is, anybody who was there was taking command from Jagne. Whether you are my senior or my junior or the same rank with me, all of us were taking command from Jagne.
So this is why I said that you were doing the wrong thing, because you were taking command from a civilian.
Lolo tam mu ne kon yow dang don def lu jubut parce que yow yang don jël command from a civilian.
What? Accept na boobu.
Yes, I accept it.
Thank you. Mr. Jagne.
Mr. Jagne.
When you heard that this coalition boys were going to MSA,
Bi nga déggé ne coalition boys yi dañoo dem MSA.
on the ground,
Ci fofu
did you meet some members of the coalition boys there?
ndax fekk nga fofu nonu coalition boys yi.
Fekk naa leen si ground bi ban ground.
At the MSA?
MSA.
Waaw fekk naa leen fa.
Yes, I found them there.
What were they doing there? Were they posted there by Trojan or they were there on their own?
Lan lañ fa doon def Trojan ne moo leen fa yóbbu woon ndax dañ nekkoon foofu noonu si seen coobere boppa.
First day biñ demee la moo laajte wala after man bi ma demee ba toog gars yi fekk ma fa ban la see laajte.
The first day when I went there or after when they came and found me there?
The first day you went there with them. Or
First
you
day
met them there.
First day bi nga demee foofu noonu ak ñoom ndax foofu nga leen fekk.
First day bi ma demee foofu laa leen fekk.
The first day when I went, that's where I met them.
Waaw waaye du ma mën a wax ne dañ jël order si Trojan di dégguma turu mu leen koo wax.
But I cannot say they took order from Trojan because I didn't hear Tro say it to them.
What were they doing there?
Lan lañ fa doon def.
ñoom dañ demoon pour jël fa yenn moto.
They went to took some vehicle.
From who?
Ci kan.
From si Siaka ki fa nekkoon.
From Siaka, the one that was there.
And there was no military guy there.
Ndax amutoon benn soldat bu fa nekkoon.
ñoom time mi ñu demee.
Wow.
The time they went, yes.
gisuma fa benn soldat.
I didn't see any soldier there.
Mr. Jagne, can we go back to those days as you mentioned? When you were posted at MSA,
Time biñ la yóbbu MSA.
or the first day you went there with the soldiers, with the coalition boys,
Wala first day bi nga demee foofu noonu ak coalition boys.
were there any turning machines around that area that were meant to repair maintenance engines?
Ndax am na wenn tool machine yi fa nekkoon yoo xam ne leen fa yóbbu woon pour maintenance moto yeeg yooyu.
waaw ñu fa station on.
Yes, they were stationed there.
Where are those machines?
Ana machines yooyu.
machine yooyu fa la nekkoon benn ma faa jógee fa la nekkoon.
The machines were there until the time I was leaving that place. They were there.
You said the day you went there, during your first day, you said the day you went there, there were materials that were stolen.
Nga ne yow bés bi nga demee first day bi nga demee foofu noonu fa am machine yi ñu sàccoon.
machine yooyu yi ñu sàcc ak moom machine yi moo laajte du benn.
The machines that were stolen and the ones you are asking.
My question, you said there were machines that were stolen. I didn't finish my statement.
Okay.
Mu ne da nga ne dafa am yu ñu sàccoon.
dafa am bagage yu ñu sàcc.
You sàccoon, yes.
Dafa am bagage yu ñu sàccoon.
waaw.
What were they?
Yooyu lañ la woon yan façon bagage la woon.
bagage yooyu du ma ko mën a identify because li tax du ma ko mën a identify mooy ni ma xamee dañ ko sàcc bi ñu demee round si gannaaw kóotu ba léegi sa whole bampa dafa am benn place bu gaay daane fence bi so duga ma gis yenn moto ngi tampat and then li gën a tax ma óolu ne sàcc bagage yi dafa am benn gearbox bu gaay doon bëgg a dugal si pax bi mënu faa dugal gaay yi start pour toj fence bi so mënut a dem moo fekk fa gearbox ba toog.
I cannot identify the type of materials that were stolen. But the reason why I know that things were stolen there, because at the fence behind, the fence was broken. So when we came, in fact, they were trying to take away a gearbox, but they couldn't because it couldn't fit there. So when I came, we found that gearbox there. That's the time, and some of the vehicles also were tampered with. So that is why we know that some of the materials were stolen.
So you only assume that they were materials stolen because of the fallen fence?
Léegi yow da nga xalaat rek ne dafa am bagage yu ñu fa sàcca because of ñu ngi toj fence bi.
waaw te plus fekk naa fa evidence bi gaa ngi ko teg.
Yes, and also I found that they put some of the materials there.
Was Siaka around?
ndax Siaka mu ngi fa woon.
fekk Siaka nekko fa.
Siaka was not there.
When you took over MSA,
bi nga jëlee MSA.
did Siaka hand over anything to you?
ndax Siaka dafa hand over dara ci yow.
déedéet.
no.
He didn't.
joxut la dara. no.
Mr. Jagne, Sergeant Jagne, the Red Council asked you on a question on Thursday. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't recall the date. And then he read a letter for you that was dated on the 20th 11 2017 on the document 18 2027 of Ms. Bensouda. And when he read the letter to you, there were attachments on that letter. And on the attachment, there were a few items that were read to you. To an extent, you said no. And then you said Mr. Sediba he wanted to sacrifice you, but you are here to say the truth, and you must talk the truth. What kind of truth do you want to say about that issue?
Mr. Jagne, su ñu lay fàttale ku keroog si àllarba bi wala alxamis Lead Council am na leeta bu mu la riidaloon leeta boo xam ne mu ngi jógee si Bensouda ci leeta woon bi mu koy riid mu ngi wax ne am na bagage yoo xam ne somebody left.
There were materials, for example, the workshop needed to verify and to find out in the language I'm reading it the way it is, parked vehicles were removed and taken away, repaired and giving them away. The other one also made mention that you forcefully removed Siaka. I think this thing was said to you.
ne am na bagage yoo xam ne ñu ngi leen génnee woon foofu noonu ba pare ci leeta bi tam mu ngi wax ne yow da nga forcé woon Siaka pour génnee ko foofu noonu xanaa waxoon nañ la yi
waaw waxoon nañ
après after si diggante bi yaa nga waxoon ne dafa am dëgg boo bugg a wax léegi dëgg boobu noonu la bugg a xam mooy lan.
dëgg mooy comme li ma déma because ñu ngi ma accuse loo xam ne nii amuñ si any evidence na man dama jël oo jëluma because gis nañ moto yi génn xamuñ fi moto yi dem like tracteur bi ñu wax noonu leen ak moto yi génn ak bagage yi ni ñu génne xamuñ ko moo tax ñu bind lettre bu foog ne man dama jël bagage yi sàcc ko dama ko dugal place moo tax may su ma ñëwee di tout we rebuild moo tax de may leen tracteur yi delloowaat nañ ko te moom seedi ba si boppam confirme na ne tracteur bi delloowaat nañ ko moom di seen seedi ba confirme na ne government auction ñoom jaay nañ tracteur bi and di seen seedi ba moom confirme na ne moto yi génnoon nekkul ne dañ ko just lifi nakatuwaay dañ ko labaj moo si moom confirme na ne moto yi ñu ngi ko jox ñoo xam ne que ñu ngi ko use ba léegi si nguur gi di seen seedi ba moom confirme na ne machine yi mu génne woon si moto yi ñu ko def moom lañ jox nit ñi pour ñu use ko lii moo tax ma ne su ma ñëwee dëgg dina am because soo gisee lii bagage yi nekkul fa moo dañu foog ne bagage yi dama ko njuuj njaaj.
The truth that I am talking about is the same thing what the letter. This is why I said when I come, I will reveal the truth. Sediba himself can confirm that those tractors came back and they were auctioned, they were sold. He saw it, he can confirm that. And Sediba himself can confirm that these equipments that they are talking about, the materials, were put into vehicles, use them to maintenance vehicles, and those vehicles are used by government officials. He can confirm that. He himself can confirm that the vehicles that I am talking about are the same vehicles that the officers are using in the government right now. This is what I was saying. This is why I was saying that I was going to say the truth about these things that they are talking about, the vehicles and the materials.
Mr. Sediba, here they mentioned, Mr. Jagne, here they mentioned 4 tractors. And yesterday you said there were only 2.
Mr. Jagne, fii dañ wax ne ñeneenti tractor. Waaye yow démb da nga wax ne ñaari tractor.
Moom mi ko bind xam ne ñaar la.
He who write it knows that it's 2.
Because dem na ba confirm ne ñaar la mu si boppam biñ ko delloowaat dama ko omu ñëw président gis ne delloo nañ ko.
He himself was there. He confirmed that there were 2. He saw it.
Not the one who wrote, but you asked Mr. Jagne, how many tractors were taken to Abundum? by you.
Nekul kiko binda waaye yow Mr. Jagne yow mi nga xam ne yaa yow ñu yóbbu ñaata tractors lañ yóbbu woon Bundung yow sa bopp ñaata tractors nga yóbbu woon Bundung.
ñaari tractors lañ yóbbu woon pour cannibalize ko mënut a materialize ñu delloo ko.
ñaari two tractors were taken to Bundung to cannibalize them but it couldn't materialize so we returned them.
What was the problem with those tractors?
Lan moo nekkoon problème si ñaari tractors yi.
dañ am problème ñu bëgg koo cannibalize ekkati benn defar benn.
Both of them have problems, so we wanted to cannibalize them to remove parts from one and put them on the other one so that that one can work, but it couldn't work.
What was the problem?
Lan moo nekkoon seen problem exactly.
Problem do ko xam te talloo ko xanaa daal dafa pan.
You cannot know the problem when you don't start the engine, but all I know is they had a breakdown.
But the intention was to cannibalize them in it.
So again, send xalaat mooy ne woon pour ngeen cannibalize.
Waaw.
That means there was a problem with A and B.
mu mel ni kon yéen xamoon ngeen ne nangam bii moo ci am problème léegi lii lañ war a génne fii pour def ko fii.
ni nga ko mën a xamee mooy soo amee time nga toog nga seet ñoom ñaar ban moo si am minor problème nga maintenance ko but after that la cooli ba gars yi ñëw gis mu to bi seet balaa cooli di bëri delloo ko so mujjee koo la.
The only thing you can do is to look at, check them, and then know which problems they have, and then you cannibalize them. But when Sediba came, he knows that it cannot work, then he asks for them to be returned.
So you took them there without knowing the problem?
Say again?
You took those tractors there without knowing the problem of those tractors?
Da ngeen yóbbu woon tractors yooyu noonu te xamu leen woon lan mooy problème yi tractors.
dañ ko bëgg a diagnose xam na la waaye after bi li ñuy starté di wax naan tracteur yi génne na Sediba mu ne wax ji bëri na delloo ko si laa ko delloo moo tax xaw ma problème bi.
We wanted to diagnose them to know what the problem is. But when people were talking, everybody was talking, they have taken the tractors, they have taken the tractors. Sediba asked them to return them, and we returned them.
Well, Mr. Jagne, you said here yesterday that Mr. Gay advised you that those tractors cannot be cannibalized because engine are not the same. I think you said this yesterday.
Well, so I want to go Mr. Jeda Flower ne la tractors yooyu noonu duñ leen mun a cannibalize because nekkuñ benn mark loolu tax nga ndeeloo leen.
moom mooy Mr. Gay moo nekk fitter bi comme li ma wax man I'm not good in tractor but I'm good in a vehicle waaye man loolu ma boy bi wax waaye man gis naa ne wax ji bari moo tax mu ne ma ne nañ ko génne fi delloo ko loolu moo tax ma wax loolu leen.
Mr. Gay is the mechanic. He is the one who knows about tractors. I am a mechanic, but I am not a tractor expert. So that's what he told me. This is why we returned them.
No, but my question here, he said that he returned the tractors because they don't, by the time they were doing the tractors, he didn't know what the problem of the tractors were. And Mr. Gay advising that the tractor cannot be cannibalized because the mass are different.
Wow. Time bi ngeen a yóbbu tractors yi yéen xamu leen woon lan mooy woon problème yi tractors ci Mr. Gay la wax ne la lii duñ leen mun a cannibalize because nekkuñ di seen mark so looloo tax ngeen delloowaat leen.
loolu waxi fitter bi la pour moto bi génne si garaasam because of cooli dafa bari waaye man xam naa ne doo am na good in baaxuma si affaire yi tractor waaye as a technicien bagage su ma dem soo ko gisee di nga ko xam waaye because of cooli bari na nit ñaa ngi dugg foofu génne di ko laajte lii moo ko confuse mu ma du mën a dem delloo leen ko.
Those are the words of the mechanic, the owner of the garage. Because people were talking, everybody was talking, so the noise was too much. This is why he decided that let's remove them there. But for me, I am a mechanic. I know we could have done it.
Mr. Jagne, how many new tractors were at MSC? How many new tractors were at MSC from 0 mileage?
ñaata tractor yu es ñoo nekkoon MSC yoo xam ne 0 mileage la.
man ma ko xayma waaye bari woon na.
I cannot quantify them, but they were many.
More than 10?
Ndax uppoon nañ fukka.
War naa ëpp 10 de waaye dëgg mun ma wax figure bi.
Can be more than 10, but definitely I cannot tell you the figure.
Were they all oxen?
Ndax ñoom yëpp dañ leen oxen noonu.
Waa jaay nañ yëpp.
Yes, they were oxen.
All those tractors were oxen?
Nah, tractors yooyu noonu yëpp dañ leen oxen noonu.
Yep, see, while I was there in my presence, only tractors jaay nañ leen only in my presence.
Time bi ma fan when I was there, all the tractors were oxen in my presence.
Who was on the ground doing the oxen?
Ndax yaa ngi woon foofu noonu bi ñoo oxen.
Waaw maa ngi fa woon.
Yes, I was there.
Who was the one?
Kan moo doon oxen?
Karabulay.
Karabulay.
And who was representing the commission?
Kan moo fa nekkaloon commission bi?
Alhaji Kura.
Alhaji Kura.
Raji Kurang.
Raji Kurang.
Who did the evaluation?
Kan moo def evaluation.
Late Mr. Njai called something Njai. I forgot the first name.
Late Mr. Njai, la fàtte naa tur bi waaye daal late Mr. Njai. I forgot his name, but he is something Njai. Ibrahim Njai.
Ibrahim Njai. Mr. Jai, on that very day, did they only sell new cattle or they show other cattle that we are also not, that we are motorable?
Bés boobu bi ñuy jaay ndax tracteur yu ees yi rek lañ jaay ndax jaayoon na yeneen tracteur yoo xam ne nekkuñ yu ees waaye ñu ngee daw.
am na yoo xam ne jaayul dafa bàyyoon sax.
Think new tractors were sold.
Mr. Yahya made mention about the value yesterday that before they will value a vehicle or value a tractor, they will remove the parts, keep the parts aside, and then give a value, and then later on resell those parts. Right or wrong?
So I wanga fi di mane evaluation bi mo am bala ñoo def evaluation dañoo tractor yu es dañoo ñoo génnee parts yi foofu noonu dencal leen ba pare ñu jaay tractor bi suñ paree ñu jaayaat parts yi tam ndax loolu dëgg la dëgg
li ma fekkee loolu moto yi laa gis waaye si àll bi tractor yi dañ ko def waaye kootu moto yi gis naa def nañ ko waaye gisuma ñu laal tractor yi ees yi.
What I witnessed in the provinces, they did it to the tractors. In MSA, they did it to the vehicles, but tractors, no.
They did it in your presence or in your absence, the vehicles?
Moto is sakanam lanjine party ndax sa gannaaw.
Waaw dama lay gis gang ko def.
Yes, I do see them removing them.
Did you complain to your seniors?
Ndax wax nga ko sa njiiti.
What naa ko mu ne ma ne Jagne commission bi moom moo leen appoint. So sa yoon nekku si.
I told him, but he told me that Jagne commission appointed them. So that is not your business.
Mr. Jai, you reported to who?
Mr. Jai, kanga ko report on.
Vehicle control, they got HIA, those people, that's Commissioner Sediba.
Vehicle control, the vehicle control, the guy that was responsible for the vehicles, that's Sediba.
Sediba was the one you reported to.
They
did the auction. They sold at a very low price. And later on, those people also went to sell those parts to those buyers.
Comme the same ndalo Sediba wala dego ana salma fo
was that the case?
Mu ne ndax lolu mo happen comme nit ñi dañoo jënda seen moto te kay ñu ngi génnee parts yi ñu jënda moto yi ba pare di seen nit ñi génne woon parts yi te oxyde nañ moto ñu ñëwaat jaayaat parts yi ñi jënda moto yi.
Loolu xew na fa.
Yes, that happened.
By then, Mr. Fadera was in town.
Ndax Fadera mu ngi woon si dëkk bi.
Fadera fekk demoon na appointment.
Fadera no, then he went for his appointment.
Mr. Jan, didn't you fail in your duty by allowing that to happen without you taking any action?
Na xam nga ne da fail nga sa duty pour li nga allow loolu mu xew.
Failuma suma duty ndik bi ma ko gisee.
I didn't fail in my duty because when I saw it,
report naa ko si ki nga xam ne ni moom moo waxoon ma toog fa ma xool bagage yi.
I reported to the person who assigned me to sit there and take care of the material.
waaye li ma wax mooy kooku leen dañ ko fa appoint léegi moom moo la fa ëpp doole bàyyi ko.
But when he told me that that guy is appointed there and he is more powerful for you there, leave him there.
Well, Mr. Jai, you said that guy was powerful and he was not given responsibility to secure those vehicles. The responsibility was on you as a soldier. Who to secure those vehicles and property. You are to happen from a civil life.
Mr. Jai, nga ne waajooju dafa am doole. Te waajooju joxuñ ko place pour mu toppatoo foofu yow lañ ko jox pour yow nga toppatoo foofu noonu. Léegi yow naka nga nangoo waajooju noonu di def loolu noonu te yow yaa responsible foofu noonu.
waaye joxuñ ko place si nekk waaye am na fa office am fa secretary am fa yëpp. ñu hand over ko everything because inventory bi because Sediba joxee Jagne commission bi ko appoint ko dañ ko jox inventory moto yi de muy dem through the vehicle one after the other man awma inventory naka la ko ëpp doole.
You said Waji. Who is this Waji?
I said Mr. Njai.
Mr. Njai.
Mr. Njai, the evaluator.
Ibrahim Njai.
Ibrahim Njai, the evaluator.
Carol.
I said Ibrahim Njai, the evaluator, when he was there, he was given an office, he was given a secretary, he was given everything, and everything was handed over to him. He was having the inventory, he was taking inventory of all the vehicles, everything was under him. So that was why I couldn't do anything about it.
Mr. Njai, handing over to Mr. Njai, did they hand over the materials to Mr. Njai, or they gave him the responsibility to do the auction or and evaluate?
Mr. Njai, nga nga handing over, bi ñoo hand over, ndax material lañ hand over si Mr. Njai, ndax yow yaa amee woon material, kooku rek why I was there is.
Pour léegi mooy ne buñ génnee moto yi.
So that they don't remove any vehicle.
Fekk Jagne commission member xamu ci dara.
Before the Jagne commission members know anything about it.
Wala moom Sediba in charge xamu ci dara.
Or Sediba himself know anything about it.
Wala commissioner Dabo ki fa ICPI yu xamu ci dara.
Or commissioner
report mu ne ma ne bàyyi ko kooku moo fa nekk pour loolu.
But this incident I reported it to Sediba, and he said leave him, he is the one in charge. He's the one there.
Man, suma dole popular ma dem beyond that. Munuma dem si kaw lu passé lolu.
That's where my power stopped. I cannot go beyond that.
Was Dabo aware?
Ndax Dabo yegoon na ko.
Dabo boobu Sediba ma ko def FIFA 70 ba am na yene man na ko def day waaye bi Sediba la ko because Dabo waaye moto yi under Sediba la nekk. So lo moo tax moo ko Sediba if anything moom den si la war a call Dabo.
That Dabo, I normally feed him information, but this time I talked to Sediba because Sediba is in charge of people. That is why I talked to. If there anything that concerns security, I talked to Dabo. But this one is about vehicles, so this is why I talked to Sediba.
Mr. Njai, will you agree with me that what Mr. Njai was doing with his thing was criminal?
Mr. Njai, ndax di nga nangu ko ak man ne Mr. Njai ak njam ni ay njuuj njaaj lañ woon.
Still by trick. I agree with you.
Wow. Yes, I agree.
Thank you. Mr. Jagne, on the same book, there is a list of vehicles that were seized from civilian soldiers.
Mr. Jagne, si benn book bi ba léegi am na moto yoo xam ne ñu ngi leen siisoon si loxo ay civilian ak ay soldats.
Waaw am na.
Were you part of those people going to take those vehicles from those people?
Ndax bokk nga si ñi doon dem round di jël moto yi si loxo ñooñu.
Am na si yoo xam ne lii suma Sediba callee dama leen jël moto isi ko.
Some of them, when Sediba called me, I go there and collect them and bring them.
Can you give me 2 civilians and 2 vehicles from them?
Mun nga ma ñaar si ñoom.
Ñaari civilian.
Ñaari civilian.
Civilian mooy ki ma mention démb something Matar. Si Matar Jammeh or Matar. I can't recall the surname before I mistake. Kogu Matar la mi ngi dëkk boori Wellingara.
One of them is the one I mentioned yesterday, Matar something. I don't know his surname, but he is Matar. He is staying in Joswang.
Benn bi boobu leen coalition bi moo demoon pour jël ko ma na intercept den si yoon bi. Isi ko mooy bu kii jigéen bi nii mi ngi dëkk boori xam nga ku jàng xama.
The other one, the coalition went to get it from that
maybe
person that I intercepted.
My brain.
And that's the one that is staying around Kunkujang, the lady. I
cannot
remember the name. I brought the vehicle at Kotu.
Before taking those vehicles from them, do you ask them their documents?
Ndax balaa nga doon jël moto yi si loxo ñooñu ndax laajte woon nga seen kayit yi.
Okay, first bu Matar bi.
The first one, Matar's own.
Because moom si boppam bi ma Sediba ne ma Matar mi ngi noonu mi ngi dem boori Tabakoto.
Because the first one, Matar, Sediba told me he's on his way going around Tabakoto.
Mu ne ma demal këram mu fa wax ko mu jox la caabi moto bi.
He asked me to go to his house. He's there. Let him ask him to give me the key.
Ma ne ko léegi affaire yi papers yi nag.
I told him, what about the documents?
Mu ne ma moto yëpp amuñ document.
He told me all the vehicles don't have documents.
Te bii ma demee si Matar.
And when I went to Matar,
Definitely, matter was very simple to me.
Matter was very simple to me. I talked to him and he gave me the key. I took it.
Then my isi motor bi.
And I brought the vehicle. I handed it over to Sediba.
There was not documents shown to you.
Did it.
From all the civilians that you took vehicles from them.
Yo, yep, Somali say, amun document.
All those other ones, whenever I ask, they will tell me there is no document for the vehicle.
Mr. Jagne. Mr. Jagne.
If I don't forget, because it's a long time, maybe I might forget some of these things.
I know you know State House very well.
State House,
Were there any building materials in State House?
Any?
Building materials?
State House?
Well, definitely because how much
Definitely, I cannot say that because I didn't know anything about that.
When they were doing the auction, were you in State House?
Doing auction, on State House.
Team State House that day,
the team that was at State House that day, I didn't go there.
Why? Within Combo, Manford.
But within Combo, I was there.
About the bosses?
Mbiri boss.
That you told and took them to Canifing?
Yobu Canifing.
And they told that they were auctioned and bought by people?
Did they show any
document that these people were the one who bought these bosses?
No, I was not sold any document. But the reason I was not sold any document,
because the same say the farmer Sediba.
The same farmer Sediba is the one who called me and asked me, where is your crane? Is it in good condition? I said yes.
Transfer from cement store, cement store.
You should transfer some vehicles from cement store behind.
Because there's a place, there's a store called cement store. Now people used to cement store. Move to Canifing.
There's a place called cement store behind. There are vehicles there, and we should take the vehicles to Canifing.
Because
they want to fence there. Because people that bought these vehicles didn't come and pick them.
Why now they call individual Canifing?
But I'll call them individual and tell them that your vehicles are at Canifing.
Then small party I think small party we cannot follow small party that. Why exactly why so don't have a driver.
If I don't forget, I think it was on a weekend, but the following day I went with my driver there.
You confirm this boss young for how?
We confirmed that the boss were there. And I told him, how about the fuel? He told me that you're going to fuel the vehicle in State House here.
Then I think the party because of record, I think Monday for the month, then Tuesday.
If I don't forget, I think I went there on Monday, then Tuesday.
Maybe small jump day we may blame because the money party. Why small party Monday on Tuesday like I start.
If I forget the date, don't blame me because it's a long time ago. But I think we went there on Monday. The following day was Tuesday. We went there.
Then till the guys start the
then we started bringing the vehicles to Canifing.
See back gate, see first gate, but
the back gate where the big gate is behind.
So in first is you do Canifing.
The first one they brought, we put them inside Canifing.
After nyari guy you know.
Then we have two people that came. When they came, they met me. We are the one who bought the boss in Banjul, but we are told that they are brought here. I told them that yes, it's true. Yes, we came to see them. I asked them to go back to Sediba, the one who knows that you bought the vehicles. Then you talk to him.
Okay, thank God you comply, man.
Thank God they comply.
So guide them.
They went.
Believe.
And then the boys continue bringing the vehicles.
That very day, before guy
That very day, those two men left there.
Mënuma recall the date and the time.
I cannot recall the date and the time.
Si dama Sediba call.
Then Sediba called me.
Mënuma gars yi de start nañ di ñëw pour jël seen moto yi.
And he said, these people have started coming to pick their vehicles.
Waaye dañ leen jaay moto yi jaay leen ko pour ñu dawal ko.
But we sold them the vehicle, but we didn't sell them the vehicles for them to drive them.
Wow. So léegi dañ ko war a dog.
So now they should cut them.
Then su ñëwee allow leen ñu dog ko.
When they come, allow them to cut them.
Ma ne ko déedéet.
I said, okay.
Non, ma ne ko déedéet.
I said no.
Léegi su ma leen waree allow xanaa dañoo ñëw si yow. Then nga clarify kii moom because nit mun naa ñëw rek man maa moom te gisuma kayit.
Then if I should allow that, then they should come back to you. You give them clearance, because otherwise somebody can just come and say, I own this, and I said yes.
Waaw mu ne ma suñ copie ñu fi ku ñëw ne ko mu ñëw iswaale kayitam.
He said, yes, our copies are here. Whoever comes, let them come here and we clarify it.
So lii laa starté ak ñoom.
This is the way I started with them.
Ku ñëw ma rifaa ko Sediba.
Whoever comes, I refer him to Sediba.
Sediba call ma give me go ahead ma jox ko moto.
Sediba call me and give me the go ahead, then I'll allow the person.
Ñeneen dañ ko fa dog.
The others, they cut them there.
Ñeneen dañ ko takkal yóbbu.
Some of them tore them and take them.
Lii laa xam si boss yooyu.
This is what I know about the bosses.
Mr. Jagne, you said the vehicles were sold at State House.
State House.
Loolu lañ ma wax.
That's what they told you.
Waaye tegewu ma ko.
But I will not witness it.
That's what they told you.
Waaw loolu lañ ma wax.
Loolu lañ la wax.
By Sediba.
And to remove those vehicles from there,
Pour nga génnee moto yooyu, ñu génnee moto yooyu foofu.
you use state fuel
Nga use fuel yi réew mi.
to take those vehicles to Kanifing
Pour yóbbu moto yooyu Kanifing.
without the responsibility of those people who bought those vehicles.
Te nekk ci responsibility ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo jënda moto yooyu.
Was that correct?
Ndax loolu lu jub la.
Lu am la su bëggee am lu boo demee si fuel dump bi fi ñoo jëlee fuel.
If you want something clear, if you go to where they sell the fuel, fuel dump,
where fi ñu jëlee fuel ñu ko dee jënda.
where they pick the fuel at the fuel dump in State House.
Because soo xoolee book bi ñu ngi la woon moto bi fuel bi mu jël ak the purpose mu jël fuel bi.
If you look at the book, it tells you the vehicle and the reason why it's taking the fuel.
Kon state fuel bi lañ use.
What happened?
Ma ne kon state fuel bi lañ use.
Then we use state fuel.
So, Mr. Jagne, you said what they were told was you have to buy these buses, but you should not drive them.
Li nga wax mooy ñoom dañ leen wax ne dañuy jënda moto yi waaye duñ ko dawal.
Li ma wax mooy ñoom ñi jënda li ma suma Sediba wax mooy.
What Sediba told me is
bi gars yi di jënda moto yi.
when they were buying the vehicles,
dañ leen advice te moto yi.
they were advised that the vehicles,
boo leen ko jëlee tamit doo leen ko dawal da ngeen ko scrap.
when you buy them, you will not drive them, you're going to scrap them.
Boobu the best reason moo xam la moto loolu man xaw ma ko.
Why he told them that, he is the only one who knows that, not me.
Mr. Jagne, when these buyers came to you and you referred to Sediba to go and bring documentation, did anyone of them come with a document?
So bi ñi jënda boos yi bi ñëwee nga rifaa leen si Sediba pour ñu dem jëli kayit ndax biñ demee si Sediba biñ dellu si waatee ndax indi nañ kayit.
Maybe honorable déggut suma statement.
Maybe honorable, you didn't hear my statement.
Waxuma mu dem jëli document.
I didn't say they go and look for document. Go and bring document.
Bi ma laajtee Sediba.
When I asked Sediba,
ma ne ko ne ku ñëw ma jox moto bi léegi xanaa seen papers yi.
who comes and asks for the vehicle? What about their documents?
Mu ne ma am nañ copy ñoom vehicle control.
He told me that they have the copies, them vehicle control.
Ku ñëw rifaa ko si ma.
Whoever comes, refer them to me.
Ma ne ko lu ma gën a ko ni ku nekk mun naa ñëw maamum te man xaw ma kii moom ak kii moomut.
I said, yes, that is it. Because anybody can come and say, I am the owner, I am the owner. And so, for me, I don't know who are the owners.
So, ku ñëw dama koy refer si Sediba.
So, whoever comes, I refer them to Sediba.
Moom Sediba moo ma dee call ma diw ñëw na fi moom jox ko moto bi.
Sediba is the one who will call me and tell me that X has came here, give him the vehicle.
Exactly.
Well, léegi moom laajte bi lu mu doon laajte mooy ndax ñooñu bu ñuy dellu si waat ndax dañ dee indi wàlle kayit.
Kayit yëpp ngi Sediba.
Dañ de.
Yëpp kayit yëpp ngi Sediba.
All the documents are with Sediba.
Moom daf ma dee call rek ne ma Mr. comme like nga ne Mr. Bojang ngay ñëw su ñëwee am na fa moto jox ko.
He just called me verbally to say like for example, Mr. Bojang is coming. When he comes, give him the vehicle, and he does that. Some take it, tow it and take it, others just cut it there.
Why motor bidon is it bossy?
But the vehicle that was bringing the buses
Fuel we still have them every day.
was fuel at State House.
Mr. Jagne, as a security personnel, with your experience, if people buy vehicles, they are always given document to produce.
That's true.
You on the ground, I think before if a telephone consul have qualified those buses to be collected or to be scrapped in your presence. Just a telephone call to say yes, he is the very one, and then you allow them to do without any document. For me, I'm saying that those vehicles we are never auctioned.
Mr. Jagne, yow soldat nga ak sa experience. Xam nga ne moto bu ñuy jaay dafay am kayit. Yow ñooñu dañuy ñëw rek seedi ba kool la ne la joxeel moto bi nga joxe leen te duñ joxe benn kayit ne pour moom moto yooyu noonu oxyduñ leen.
Loolu leen seedi ba mooy di right mooy seedi ba moo nekk ku ko mën a wax because seedi ba moo ne ici jële moto yi nga denc ko sa place. Di dem seedi ba moo ne joxal nit moto mooy nekk aussi loolu seedi ba moo ko war a clarify.
Sediba is the one who can clarify that because Sediba is the one who asked me to take the vehicles to Kanifing, and the same Sediba who asked me to give these people the vehicle. So Sediba is the one who can answer that question, not me.
If Sediba says he's not authorized to give those vehicles, what would you say?
Sediba bu ñëwee taxaw ne déedéet man waxuma la woon ne nga joxe moto yu noonu lan ngay wax.
Sediba du mën a wax loolu as far as man maa ngi dund deewuma.
Sediba cannot say that as long as I am alive.
Because of moto yi fiñ foyele.
Because the vehicle where they were fuel.
This State House, the sign out.
Inside State House, I signed.
No, not me. Dumande. Moko sign out.
Or he signed for the fueling.
Sediba do not deny it.
So Sediba cannot deny that.
Sediba can sign for you from other assignment different from the bosses.
Sediba munna sign fuel for benen assignment bu dut bi.
State House fekk yaa ngi jël fuel. You have to write from a binda purpose admission boy them.
State House, when you are applying for fuel, you have to write it and write the purpose and sign it.
Mr. Jagne, Sediba said you forcefully removed Yahya Jammeh.
Sediba mune, danga forces Siaka Guinea for food. That is not true.
And now Sediba is not going to say that.
Telegi yange wane Sediba du wax lolu.
Sediba du ko wax certain.
And he said this here.
Commission, I'm not right or Sediba.
The commission has the right to call Sediba.
No, I'm not confident. I'm talking to you now. We are not discussing, not Sediba.
Committee.
If Sediba comes and say, I don't authorize Jagne to give out those vehicles, what will you say?
Laajte bi mooy su Sediba ñëwee mu ne yow joxut la woon autorité pour nga génne foofu moto yi yow lan ngay wax.
jox ma autorité ma génne ko Banjul wala ma joxe ko Kanifing.
He does not give me authority to remove the vehicles from Banjul or to issue them out at Kanifing.
So, Mr. Jagne, this statement here or this letter, actually is not true. Or what the label against you is not true.
Mu ne ndax letter bii nii or statement bii nii biñ binda fii.
By Sediba.
By Sediba binda ko ci gemale ko sa kaw ndax da ngay wax ne du dëgg.
Am na yu ma si naw am na yu ma si bañ.
There are some that I will agree to, but there are others that I will deny.
What did you agree upon?
Yan nga ciy nangu.
Mooy cannibalization.
That's the cannibalization.
That's the only one.
Ndax boobu rek la.
Ak moto yi ñu joxe.
And the vehicles that are issued.
That's two.
Yeah.
So the rest was false.
The rest everything is
false.
So if Sediba comes here and say he did not authorize you to give those vehicles, what will you say?
Sediba su ñëwee fii ne moom joxut la autorité pour nga génnee moto yi noonu looy wax.
Sediba will not say that.
Sediba du wax loolu.
Sediba is saying not say that.
Mais Sediba wax na ne déedéet léegi nga ne Sediba du wax loolu.
Nekkul man kenn maay liggéey.
Because it was not me alone that was working.
Bi maa dem maak driver bi amee crane bi ñoo ànd.
When I was going, I went with the driver.
Bi moo wax driver ba ngi toog.
And when he was talking, the driver was sitting.
Te moom saa yu wàcc at the
And anytime he close work, he will pass by and confirm the. And the boys that are on duties normally see him when he's checking the vehicle. That is why I say Sediba will not say that.
Mr. Jagne, Sediba made a statement, he wrote a letter. And now you are saying that most of these things that he mentioned here were false, that he was not telling the truth. Now you are saying that Sediba will not say the same thing to you, against you again?
Sediba dafa binda letter wala statement wax lu bari yow ci li nga def waaye yow nga ne yéena yi di ko nangu yéena doo leen nangu léegi Sediba su mënee ñëw taxaw ne yow yaa def yow loo xam loo wax ne yow defuloo léegi di same I will call them.
Mr. Jagne, the last one. Mr. Jagne, the last one. Mr. Jagne, there was a musical set that was at State House. Do you know anything about it?
I'm on a musical set bu nekkoon State House ndax xam nga ci dara.
That were used by foreign musicians in the Gambia. Do you know anything about it?
yoo xam ne musiciens yu jógee bitim réew ñoo ko daan use si biir dëkk bi ndax xam nga ci dara.
I don't see any idea.
I have no idea about it.
Thank you. Chair.
Jërëjëf.
Thank you very much. And we will allow Honorable Fofana to come in. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Sergeant Jagne.
Yes.
Can you help us understand the situation that was prevailing?
ndax mun nga ñoo dimbale pour ñu understand li nekkoon di xew ci jamono boobu.
The main reason I want us to set a background is
li tax moo bugga ñu set background mooy
we all know during the Jammeh days,
ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne time yi président Jammeh
the state was responsible for his personal vehicles.
state guard ñoom ñoo responsible woon pour moto président.
According to the testimony we received, was responsible for the Gambia government vehicles.
Sediba according to testimony biñ am moom li war responsibilité mooy moto nguur gi moom yooyu la toppat yooyu la contrôle on.
So how did
léegi yow si naka
you become responsible for both?
nga ñëw nga nekk responsible pour bu yëpp.
Help us understand that situation.
ñu understand loolu.
Comme ma ñëw ma jël responsabilité lan ak lan ak lan.
moto nguur ak moto président.
Statement boobu understand mo ko. Ndax man maa responsibility.
I don't understand that statement.
Mr. Jagne, what I'm asking is very simple.
li ma laajte lu yomba la.
Where are you working?
fan nga doon liggéey.
Hamad Sector.
State guard.
During the days of Jammeh,
time yi Jammeh.
what was the state guard responsible of when it comes to vehicle?
lan la mooy woon responsibility state guard in terms of moto ci wàlli moto.
Affaire yi moto yi nii affaire yi moto yi
in terms of vehicles these vehicles.
moto yi man State House.
these vehicles State House.
foog naa ne soo leen si bëggee am lu leer affaire yi moto.
Mr. Jagne,
na
answer the question I asked you.
question
Answer the question I asked you. You are working as a state guard.
yes
Not so.
yes.
mu ne nga tontu laajte bi mu la laaj ko yow yaa ngi doon liggéey as state guard.
waaw
During the times of Yahya Jammeh,
waxtu Yahya Jammeh.
were the state guard responsible for controlling vehicles?
ndax state guard ñoo responsible on pour contrôle moto yi.
waaw li ma si xam mooy.
what I know about it is.
moto soldat yi.
the soldiers vehicle.
loolu mi ngi nekkoon ci loxo soldat yi.
they were under the soldiers.
waaye am na ñu ko jël responsibility.
and there are people who were more responsible.
Seydi ba tamit am na moto.
No, just wait. Don't make my questions. You said what you understand is,
mu ne nga xaar.
you said what you understand is the vehicles that belong to the soldiers were under the control of the soldiers, right?
li nga understand mooy moto yi nga xam ne moom la soldat yi amee woon si loxo soldat yi lañ nekkoon.
waaw.
yes.
Under whose control?
ci contrôle yi kan.
Jilbat.
Jilbat.
Gilbert? Gilbert what?
Jilbat what.
He was a major, if I'm not forgetting.
Give us the full name.
I cannot recall the full name to the fact, but I know it was Gilbert.
What was his rank?
If I know it was a major.
He was a...
In Wolof, because I don't want to make a mistake.
You said Gilbert, you can't recall the show name, but you know he was a soldier.
Wow.
Now we've established that the vehicles of the military was under their own custody.
Legi xam nañ ne nga ne soldat yi moto yi ñu amee woon ñoom seen boppa ñoo ko doon contrôle.
And Gilbert was the one commanding that.
Gilbert moo time yi former president.
What was his responsibility when it comes to vehicles?
Because ñi ko doon téye yëpp, because ñi ko doon amee yëpp.
All those who were having the vehicles,
they are all high rankers.
They were all high rankers.
I
cannot tell you anything about during Yahya Jammeh's time.
Very well, we will take that response.
They didn't get load.
What was your rank when you were assigned? Which month and year were you assigned by the late Padera?
Mun nga ñoo wax ban weer ak ban bés lañ la assign late Padera bim la assign.
One be maybe the more recall.
Maybe I cannot remember the month.
Why year be?
But the year?
Some part of between 17 and 18.
Between 2017 and 2018.
Because Munuma exactly date you found to the commission.
Because I cannot say any date and we said I am lying to the commission, to the committee.
By then, what was your rank?
Time Bolan Moy wants a rank.
Corporal.
Corporal.
And this is where my question is coming from.
Okay.
That was the first question I asked you. And you said it very well. You said during the times of Yahya Jammeh, you knew nothing about the vehicles because they were handled by high-ranking officers.
Because high rankers.
Now my question is, can you help us understand the situation that prevailed during your assignment,
we have time assignment,
which allowed a low-ranking officer
low-ranking officer
to be in custody
in charge
of the Gambia government vehicles?
Moto Gambia government.
Can you make us understand? How did you climb the ladder that your corporal position was more substantial than that of a major for you to be given that responsibility?
Thank you very
much. Thank you. The little that I know about the army,
maybe the was all of why now was English.
Maybe I cannot say it in Wolof, but I will say it in English.
Then the one is a portfolio super C rank.
Say again.
Portfolio super C rank.
Portfolio super C rank.
When he speaks in English, you don't need to interpret. Continue.
Okay, because
I am talking to you now.
I'm a sergeant.
I am a sergeant.
But I am giving tax the place of captain. I
as I am speaking to you, I am a sergeant, but I am given a position of a captain.
Because of they might appoint as an OC, officer commanding.
Because I am appointed as an OC. That is why I said the rank doesn't stand.
Mr. Jagne.
No.
Mr. Jagne.
Yes, please.
That question will be answered.
Sorry?
I say that question will be answered.
Okay.
The question, we'll go around it, but you will answer it.
The question
and now I will help you to answer it.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Which month did you start recovering the government vehicles? Because you just told Honorable Sir that you were part of the individuals who were recovering government vehicles. Yes. Which month was that? And year?
Pan where ga commencé di dem jëli government moto yi because wax nga honorable Sarne yow bokk nga si ñi nga xam ne ñoo doon dem round di jëli moto government.
Waa dëgg la bokk naa si.
It's true, I was part of them.
Which month and year was that?
Ban weer at la woon.
Baaxuma si memory pour denc dara si suma breed waaye xam naa ne start di jël moto yi suma fàttalikoo boobu si biir 2018 bi la.
I am not good at keeping memories, but I can remember when we started picking this vehicle was in 2018.
Mr. Jagne, were you recovering vehicles when the president was in Dakar before his return to the Gambia?
Ndax yaa ngi doon jël ay moto time bi nga xam ne président bi mu ngi Sénégal.
Time bi président bi nekk Sénégal mooy li ma la wax fii nii moto yi nekkoon kootu mooy bi coalition bi jëloon pajero bi.
When the president was in Senegal, the vehicles that I was taking, like I told you, the one that the RSM said, that's the Pajero that was at Kotu.
Why come man so ma jog dem jël moto time boobu noonu amut xanaa ma am naka su fekkee ne moto yi coalition bi dañ ko jël ma explain ko Seydi Ba because moom lañ wax ne moom moo contrôle moto yi government bi yëpp mu ne ma su fekkee coalition ba la apprehend ko.
Like myself, I go and pick vehicles. No, only the vehicles that were taken by the coalition boys. And when that happens, I call Seriba and talk to him. And Seriba will tell me, if these coalition boys, go and take it.
Mr. Jagne, by the time the president was in Dakar, was Seriba active and powerful by then?
Mr. Time
I want you to recall very well. I want you to recall very well.
I'm going.
The time the president was in Dakar, were you taking command from Sediba?
Time the president bi nekkee Dakar ndax time boobu noonu Sediba mu ngi active woon ndax yaa ngi doon jël commande ci Sediba.
Sediba mu ngi active because ñoom yëpp dañ daa ñëw report ci Burfoot.
Sediba was active because all of them were reporting at Burfoot.
Waaye jël commande bi moo wax su fekkee ne comme liñ ma brief bi ma nekkee Burfoot.
The taking command that you're talking about, if it's what I was briefed from Burfoot.
Comme any vehicle boo xam ne ni government la or whatever la state house la boobu Sediba moom moo in charge.
Any vehicle that is government or anything that has to do with state house, Sediba is responsible.
So you are taking command from Sediba in January of 2017.
I don't jëlee command Sediba January 2017.
Si affaire moto yi.
In terms of vehicles.
Sediba was directing you as to which cars you have to intercept.
Sediba moo la doon wax yow ban moto nga war a jël.
Waaw moom ak teamam bi du man kenn moom ak teamam bi because team bam fa woon.
Yes, not me alone, but me and Sediba's team because his team was there.
Mr. Jagne, can you recall your first appearance here? When I asked you, when I asked you the question as to who deployed you, between Turo Jagne, between Seth Njai and the late Dauda Fadera. Can you recall?
Seth Njai and the late Dauda Fadera.
Can you recall? What was your
there are things that I can still remember.
What was your response?
My response was when Dauda Fadera asked me to go to Kotu, I told him that I cannot go there alone. Then he explained to PIU Dabo. Meanwhile, I explained to the person that I trust and he was my commander, that is Seth Njai. I told him that this is what Secretary General said, me and the PIU to go to MSA and take care of the vehicles. And he told me, if it is government vehicle, government material, you can go, but always make sure you liaise with somebody who knows the vehicles. Don't do anything that is that you know doesn't go with the person that knows the people.
Then sinama lache mom honorable bi.
Then that's the time you ask him.
Legi dama bo wax nga yes or no. Senja mola direct mola direct or as naka. So fati wute da mala ci nga say moma direct or dara fare moma direct so fati wute daal feke mu na ma help ni ma point bo. But am na ko answer ma ko yes senja. Then
you ask him, you told him that I want you to answer me yes or no. Were you assigned by Senjai or Dauda Fadera? That's the time he said yes.
What I want from your response, you've said it. When was that? Which year and month was that?
So is it every month I come convinced like yes, because I'm not good on cram on that. Hadn't been, I was writing it. One can understand why Mulmoko recall. Why Hamna.
If you talk about months and date, once you mention date, I am confused because I'm not good at cramming these things. But I can remember yes, that happens.
Yeah, but if you get confused, I'm very sorry. That will not be of our making. It is your responsibility to know the time that you were deployed. Well, so I'll ask you the question again.
So loolu yow sa affaire ko yow yaa wara da nga wara xam li nga doon def waaye léegi dinaa dellu laajte waat la laajte bi.
Jaxasoo in the sense ne mënuma tontu.
I am not confused in the sense that I cannot respond.
Maybe fi ma mën a sukkandiku ba xam date bi ak month bi.
Maybe where I can base my thing to remember the date and the month.
Because of comme ni ma wax démb documents yi si kim nekka.
What I said yesterday, the person that is having the document.
So father they start the jail moto and the like you because kunyo jail moto.
If I can remember.
Mr. Jagne, we haven't reached there and we don't have the question of time. The simple question I ask is, when were you authorized by States Njai to go to MSA? If you can't remember the day, you cannot remember the month, can you tell us the year?
While you so mu ne fateleku kañ la seen njaay yóbbuwaan fële na le soo mënut a fateleku bés bi mënuloo fateleku weer bi waaye nga wax ñu at
bi mun maa remember why maybe some of you guys di nga mën a recall better than me mooy time bi fi time bi ci nekkee time bi this president nekkee Dakar.
I cannot remember the date, but maybe some of you can help. The time is when the present president is in Dakar.
Dakar.
That's the time I went to Burfoot. Between me going to Burfoot and going to Kotu,
couple of some months that why Mulma recall nyata months la.
It was about a couple of months. I cannot remember how many months.
Is it up to 6 months?
Ndax mut na juroom benn weer.
Wa war na ko bo dal. Why mut a year?
Yeah, maybe, but it's not up to a year.
It's not up to a year.
I don't think mut na a year. Because Mulma just to be candid.
You want to say Njai after Dauda Fadera approach you, right?
The one nga si said Njai after Dauda Fadera waxe ak yow.
Wow.
Yes.
Mr. Jagne, stop misleading the committee.
Mr. Jagne, bayal di jaxase committee bi.
5 minutes ago.
Juróomi minutes gannaaw.
I asked you.
Laaj naa la.
When did the late Dauda Fadera
kañ la late Dauda Fadera
asked you to go to MSA?
La wax nga dem MSA.
You said in 2018.
Nga ne 2018.
You said in 2018.
Nga ne 2018.
And now,
léegi
based on your narration,
ci yow li nga wax tay netali.
The current president was in Senegal.
President bi nekk ni ready mu ngi woon Senegal.
Up to around January, February of 2017.
January, February of 2017.
You said, yes,
nga ne
the time frame
digante bi
did not last more than a year,
passé wut at.
which means no matter what happened,
muy tekki ne ak lu munti xew.
the time Dauda Fadera ordered you
waxtu bu wa Dauda Fadera waxe ak yow
or asked you to go to MSA
wala bim la waxee ne pour nga dem MSA
was in 2017.
loolu ngi nekkoon 2017.
So now I give you the opportunity again.
léegi dinaa la jox opportunity.
Set the record straight. When did the late Dawda Fadera ask you to go to MSA?
I'll just repeat what I said.
Man, I'm not good in crime of date or month. Why
But I know
Mom Dawda Fadera bima waxe lolou
in Dawda Fadera when he told me.
Sila soga wax ak suma commandant bi nga olu nako.
That's the time I spoke to my commander, the one I chose.
Okay, so 2018 la.
Okay, when I said it's 2018,
I might not wrong. Maybe jumuma.
Maybe I might not be wrong.
Why nekut ne dama mislead committee because man munuma kra munuma ko bayal dafa yaay.
Because it's not that I am misleading the committee. It's just that I cannot cram because it's been a while. So I cannot remember.
My apology if you think that Damala mislead.
My apologies if I am misleading.
No people mislead. Why man
Mr. True enough. You are not good enough or you can't cram dates. But you've definitely remembered so many things here.
Well,
you've remembered individuals. You've remembered the number of vehicles you've given them. You've remembered conversations that happened 5 years ago. 6, 7, 8 years ago. You've remembered those.
When you
I didn't ask you a question yet. I'm just on the issue that you said you cannot remember even years. Now tell us, I want this question answered before I continue. Which area did the late Dawda Fadera sign you to go and be stationed and everything?
Dama buga like ma halat feka lan mo happen on maybe suma head bi happen on diga mëna xam ban yela waye pour buguma waxat fo ma ko mislead because Dawda Fadera bi ma de wax ma dem ko time bo non
I want to think and remember what happens that time so that I can know, so that I can relate it to, I can relate that to, so that I can remember.
I can help
because
you.
I don't want
you gave us a response.
You said I am misleading you.
I can help him. During his first appearance, he gave us a reason. I don't know whether that will be enough. You said the late Dawda Fadera asked you to go to MSA because by then they were cannibalizing government vehicles. Is that right?
Dawda Fadera MSA because time they cannibalize motor.
Allow me to finish. As to when was this actually happening? When were they cannibalizing government vehicles to the extent that Dawda Fadera asked you to go? And you said the other reason was the coalition bodies went to MSA, took some vehicles. The following morning, Dawda Fadera came to Fajara, or was it Burfoot? Met the vehicle there, asked you, came to Burfoot, asked you, who is the owner of this vehicle? You said that vehicle was being driven by Honorable Kante. And he asked them to return it. And based on those circumstances, you were ordered to go to MSA. Is that correct?
That's right.
Then how can it be 9 months, 6 months? This was January, February of 2017. This was the time the president was in Fajar, was in Burfoot. So now, can you tell this committee, for the purpose of the records, when were you ordered by Dawda Fadera to go to MSA?
I will still say the same. Bukumalena penal because Munma recall. Why Munma recall baby, Munma recall living me, to be frank enough. Bukumata Indian job no harm, Elegana or Jajama penal or Jajam mislead. I'm here to mislead the committee.
Okay, Mr. Jagne, right now we do not have an interpreter, so we'll do it in English before he comes. He will be absent for 5 minutes. So I'll ask you in English, you answer. Mr. Jagne, is it the instance that deliberately you don't want to remember? Because you know that if you tell the committee the exact time frame you'll have a lot of questions to answer. Is that the case?
Not actually that. I'm avoiding. I'm avoiding to you guys to thinking that I am misleading you.
No.
I will not take that risk and give time before you guys.
By the time the late Dr. Fadera was assigning you to go to MSA, the current president, was he still at Burfoot or in Fajara?
No. You know, he was living in Fajara but worked in this place. I think, no, by then he was living at Fajara. I think he was living in Fajara, if I'm not wrong. Because he first came in Burfoot and then started going to work in Fajara and then go back to Burfoot. After that, he finally moved to Fajara.
But is it correct that the said vehicles that were taken from MSA, Dr. Fadera saw them paraded in Burfoot? Is that correct?
I don't understand. Is it correct, Dr. Fadera?
You said some vehicles were picked from MSA, taken to Burfoot, and the following morning, Dr. Fadera met them there. Is that correct?
And that actually happening.
That happened.
Yes, sir.
So now we want to understand, how many months did it take after that incident for you to be reassigned to MSA?
It take long.
It take long.
It take long.
So is it that your first submission to the committee that it was because of the action of the coalition boys and the cannibalization of the vehicles which necessitated Dr. Fadera taking you to MSA? Is it that you are taking back that response?
Take that response.
Dina ko si Olof nga dega ko dina ko si Angale si Olof luma la laajte léegi mooy ne xanaa tontu boo ñu joxoon ne soo gisee Dawda Fadera yóbbu la MSA si lu mu doon sukkande ko mooy ne coalition boys yi dañ dee dem MSA jël fa moto ñaareel am na ñoo xamante ne ñu ngi doon jël alali nguur bi di moto yi di leen yaax ndax sa tontu boobu da nga ko bëgg a jël.
ndax tur boobu dama ko bëgg a jël.
waaw. monsieur Jagne yaa ñu waxoon ne boo gisee Dawda Fadera yóbbu la Fajara benn no kóotu benn si lu mu sukkandiku mooy ne moto nguur yu fa nekkoon nit ñi ñu ngi la nom yaax ñaareel coalition bu dañ fa doon dem fekk fa si ak jeeta di ko bundu xatal di ko tiital ba mu fa jëlee moto yóbbu ko Burfoot Dawda Fadera ñëw si suba si gis moto bi ne fan lay jógee ñu ne ko MSA mu ne loolu warut a am nga ne si yéen a sukkandiku léegi lu ma laa bëgg a laajte mooy ndax tontu yooyu noonu ñoo ñu joxoon dañ ko bëgg a jëlaat
yooyu ba léegi si la la nekk.
Then how can it happen that Dawda Fadera realized that it took him 9 months to assign you to MSA? lu ma la laajte léegi mooy ne naka la mun a amee bu Dawda Fadera demee ba xam yii nii mu jël ko mu demee si juróom-ñeenti weer balaa mu laa yóbbu MSA.
loolu laa la wax may munu maa di dem ba ñaata weer la wala bi ma appoint waaye xam naa man si nu la sukkandiku nii loolu moo tax mu yóbbu ma fa.
Jagne bëgg naa fàttaliku wala ne boo fàttalikoo di nga tontu yoo xamante ne di nga dugg si biir.
old na ma old Mohamed Ahouane bu ma ko recall.
You don't want to recall because you know. If you tell us the exact date, you'll have a lot of questions to answer. And the issue here is not only misleading the committee, but if you hide information from the committee willingly, no, allow, that's equally contempt. We know the date either from you or someone else. Lu ma wax si angale mu ne nekkul ne rek bu dee wax nga committee bi lu amut fala la luwa di daaneel bu dee xam nga nit nga xam dëgg ba sa loxo bi waaye nga boo lu wax dina la daaneel.
That's fact loolu dëgg la.
bu dee wala ci keneen dinañ xam exact date bu la fa Dawda Fadera yi.
loolu dëgg la.
I want to see, Mr. Jagne, is it your submission that you don't remember when you were assigned to MSA? Lu ma la mooy ndax tontu booy jox committee bi moo ne xamuloo kañ lañ la yóbbu MSA.
Definitely mënu ma ko remember.
You cannot remember.
mënu ma ko remember definitely waaye xam naa ne yóbbu nañ ma fa te du ma ko mos a bañ yóbbu nañ ma fa te maa ngi fa woon.
You've been a serving officer since 2004. Continue.
Yeah, he nekon serving officers depuis 2004.
That's how long is now.
So nyata at la
Unless you calculate it.
unless if I calculate it.
Right away.
From 2004 to 2025 is how many years? Calculate it. Even if you take your fingers, calculate it. You can take a calculator, you calculate it.
2025, nyata at la.
Yes. Because since you don't seem to know anything, or you can't remember anything now, you can do it the hard way.
If I'm not wrong, I am my enter 21 years. Okay.
So 25, 24, 21 years now.
Then what is to calculate that?
Because bulmoko to work on the
calculate lolu. I cannot just jump and say I cannot just jump and say it, and I'll say something that will bring me problems.
This takes me to my initial question.
An
officer who cannot recall anything. An officer who cannot remember anything. Start giving almost responsibility of recovering government vehicles, securing them, and making sure that they are safeguarded. It's either two things. You are not being truthful to this committee. Is that? I will start with that. Is it being truthful to this committee?
Man, I keep giving you man gonna go see committee because committee will know definitely man gonna appreciate.
I think whoever will pass here, I am the most truthful one because I am the one who is more appreciative to this thing than anybody.
No matter so much time, we never 10, when you 8.
This is why when you give me time, you say 10, I come at 8.
No, Bobu that one is not a favor. You don't have an option. You will be here.
You
have to come. You must come. If you are being truthful to the committee, then how did these traits of yours escape the people who assigned you to MSA?
Then naturally, Richie pour assign MSA. Sanyaka hambi nakala Richie nyinga hamne nyola yobu MSA.
Suma nyaka ham Richie kom.
Nakala Richie nyinga hamne nyola yobu MSA be hamuñ ne yo hamulo.
Comme suma ñaka xam-xam
waaw
naka la Richie ñi ma yóbbu MSA.
I didn't say sa ñaka xam-xam.
Sa ñaka xam.
Mr. Jagne, you don't seem to remember anything. You
ñaka xam-xam xam-xam comme naka xam-xam suma knowledge wala because so sa ñaka xam-xam moo tax
I didn't say ñaka xam-xam sa ñaka xam.
Nekkul xam-xam sa ñaka xam.
Sa ñaka fàttali ko sa ñaka xam. Because fàttali ko mu fa xam mu fa.
What's ham in all of?
Ham. Lo ham.
Thank you. What do you know? What you don't know, you forget it.
Then why ñaka fàttali ko nga dem moo xam-xam la lantewul. Continue, answer based on that. You can answer.
Continue nga tontu.
Waata ma dégg fàttali ko nga ne waata ma dégg mu ne la moo tax
repeat the question. Mu ne lan naka la ne ñoo la yónni MSA. Sa ñàkk xam naka la leen Richie ba yóbbu la MSA.
Ah boobu moom wax dëgg yàlla boobu du ma ko mën a foog naa ñoo ñi ma fa yóbbu ñoo mën a wax la moo tax ñu yóbbu ma foofu noonu.
That I cannot answer. Baby,
we proceed from this point. It's your submission that you don't remember when you were assigned to MSA, right?
Ndax say kaddu la ne mun loo fàttale ko kañ lañ la yóbbu MSA.
You don't remember
mun loo fàttale weer bi.
You don't remember the date.
mun loo fàttale ko bés bi.
You don't remember the year.
mun loo fàttale ko at.
Definitely mun ma ko fàttale ko dëgg na yàlla.
Definitely I cannot remember.
Bëgguma wax fenn
to be frank
si commission bi.
I cannot mislead the committee.
But by the time I was sending you to MSA,
Why what biñ la yoni MSA?
was the president still in Fajar?
Ndax time president bi mu ngi won Fajara ndax Burfoot?
The madam MSA, small photo the president by one Fajara.
When I was going to MSA,
Small
if I
photo
don't
Fajara.
forget, the president was in Fajara.
The president was in Fajar by then.
President mu ngi won Fajara time boobu.
The Tambo fekk daf daan jógee waa fekk mi ngi Fajara loolu laa mën a recall daal foofu la jógee.
Yes, he was in Fajara. That's what I can remember.
Mr. Jagne, recall. I will give you the opportunity to recall. If you even make 2 minutes,
ma
I'll
xam
give it
Tambo
to
dañ
you.
daan jël añ Fajara di ko isi kóotu.
Because I can remember by that time they normally bring lunch for us from Fajara to MSA.
Was the president in Fajara or in Brufut?
Time o president mu ngi won Fajara ndax mu ngi won Burfoot?
su fekkee ne mun na ma allow ma start ko from biñ demee kóotu until now maybe dinañ recall yàgg.
If you can allow me to start it from when he was at Fajara up till now, then I will remember.
Why or what?
You allow la pour
Comme li ma mën a su fekkee ne recall na su fekkee ne wax naa ko su ma ko mënee recall mooy ne bi ma Dawda pare de di wax ne ku ma dem kóotu.
if I can remember when Dawda Farera was asking me to go to Kotu,
moom moo nekk time bi gaa demoon jëli Pajero bi.
that's the time they went to collect the Pajero.
But was the president in town or was he in Senegal? Was he in town or in Senegal?
The president buying one Senegal.
Then the president was in Senegal.
Okay, bi mu nekkee Senegal
When he was in Senegal,
Tambo ñu ne ñoom Sédhiou ba yëpp dañ dee dem Burfoot.
in those days, both us and Sediba, we normally go to Burfoot.
maa jox tof time pour ma record air bi nag. maa ngi force
They
ma
will
bu
give
ñëw
me
rek.
top time.
never remember it.
Doko Musa Fatele ko.
And we know why.
Te xam nañ lu tax.
Let's proceed.
Nañ continue.
Thank you.
We'll get the date. We'll get the date
Di nga am bés bi.
and we'll rekindle your selective memory.
Dañ refresh sa mind.
When you are seated right there,
Di nga toog noonu.
you know the exact time
Xam nga waxtu bi.
you were asked to go to MSA.
Dañ la waxee pour nga dem.
And you know the time
Te xam nga time
the
boobu.
president was not in town.
Président nekkutoon si dëkk
You
bi.
know the year,
Xam nga at bi.
you know the month.
Xam nga weer.
wax ko ne maa ngi jàkkaarloo Quran laa gën a ragal daan whatever waaye suñu moteur yi ma bëgguma waxaat parce que mos naa fekk wax dara ma cancel bi ma mistake date bi mu foog ne maa ngi ko mistake moo lii laa avoid bëggatuma guess wax date boo xam ne am na too so I give respect to the committee bëgguma lay waxal fenn.
I am facing the Quran. I will not tell you a lie. I remember there was this time I was talking to council and I gave him a wrong date, and I don't want the same thing to happen again. So I will not tell you a lie. Because I respect the committee.
That's in order.
Loolu jub na.
Now let's look at the reason for your assignment to MSA.
Léegi nañ seet lan moo taxoon lan moo waraloon ñu yóbbu la MSA.
Is it your submission that you were assigned to MSA
Ndax yow sa kaddu la ne yow dañ la yóbboon MSA
to safeguard the vehicles
pour aar moto yi fa nekk.
and stop the cannibalization of government vehicles that was going on?
Pour stop cannibalize ci moto nguur yi fa nekkoon.
waaw suma kaddu la stop cannibalization ñi jóge outside pour ñoo jël.
Yes, so stop cannibalization of those coming from outside.
suma kaddu la.
That was your responsibility. That was the main reason they took you there, right?
Looloo taxoon ñu yóbbu la foofu.
I agree nangu naa.
I agree.
Then, how does it happen that when you were still there, vehicles were being cannibalized? And I'm asking you this question because Honorable Sar did put it to you that you failed in your responsibility. And you said no.
Naka legi naka la hewe bi fi yow yaangi won fofu non te yow lol mo nekkon sa responsibility ngay nangu yi def cannibalisation Honorable Sal wax na la ko ne la da nga fail ci sa duty nga ne dedet.
We look at the issue of cannibalization and we look at the
cannibalization
and we look at the issue where you were giving vehicles to people.
And you said mbiri naka nga don joxe lutax nga don jox nit ñi moto.
Who is Mr. Njai? You said you forgot his name. Do you remember the name now?
Kan moy Mr. Njai da nga waxon ne da nga faté tour bi ndax legi fatal ko nga tour bi.
After mention na ko moy Ibrahima Njai. After mention na ko.
Ibrahima Njai.
I mentioned it that said it's Ibrahima Njai.
Evaluator.
The evaluator.
Is he alive?
Ndax mu ngi dunda.
He passed away.
He passed away.
Who is Tafa? You said you forgot the surname.
Kan moy Tafa nga ne da nga faté tour bi.
Ko moy Mustafa mo fa nekkon di liggéey ak mo nekkon député.
Mustafa was there, the one that was working with him. He was his deputy.
Do you remember the surname now?
Ndax fatale ku nga santam.
I don't know.
You remember the name of the individual who passed away, but forgot the name, the surname of the one who is alive.
Because okay.
Fate nga turi fatale ku nga turi ki nga xamne dafa gañu waye kele mun nga fate santam.
Ko ne Mr. Njai dafa taka popular, everybody that they mention name of Mr. Njai, Mr. Njai.
Because Mr. Njai was popular, everybody was mentioning him, Mr. Njai, Mr. Njai.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say here is, you are not helping the committee to know the one who is alive.
Lima wax moy yow nekolo di dimbalé committee pour ñu mëna pour nit ki nga xamné mu ngi dunda.
The one who passed away, may he so rest in peace, but the committee cannot question that person. The one who can question is the one who is alive. You forgot the name and you forgot the surname. They are the ones residing at now.
Ki gañu.
Ki dunda.
Ki dunda. Ndax xam nga fi mu dëkk right now.
Demba sis mo wax bi wan na len ko waye tontu may len so len bëgge mëna find out number bi isi ko, but there's no response.
Fine. Now you have
a yesterday. I said if you want I can find out his number. There was no response from the committee.
If I may interject, that there was indeed a response from the committee, and the committee asked for the number. But the committee asked that at the session, the number will be collected. So there was in fact a response.
Did you get the number from him?
No, I did not get the number from him because he was brought today. But after his testimony, he is supposed to meet with the investigation team to get not only the number but other things as well.
Okay. Then
committee be
no, that's okay. That's internal. So council, I will serve that. I will serve that. So council dina dilamu. Cannibalization bu fa doon am. Si you can. Sorry, I should ask in English. Will you accept the fact that the cannibalization that was happening, either by yourself or other people, should not have happened?
Ndax yow di nga nangu ne cannibalisation bi doon am foofu noonu mooy yow bi nga doon def ak bu ñeneen doon def warutoon a am.
Warutoon a am si fànn boo xam ne su fekkoon ne dañ ko def si suñu wàlli boppa fekk amuñ woon loo xam ne ni kaddu yu taxaw la si ñi fa teg oto yi.
It should not have happened if it was in a way that we did not have a reason of doing it, like a good reason of doing the cannibalization.
You were ordered to go and stop the cannibalization.
Dañ la joxoon order pour nga dem pour nga stop cannibalization.
Then what other instructions would make cannibalization lawful now?
Léegi yow ba léegi kon ban façon ngi ndigal mooy war a mun a tax léegi cannibalisation boobu noonu léegi mu tegu si yoon.
ñi doon dem pour cannibalize ñooñu leen demoon pour cannibalize ñooñu den demoon pour sàcca.
Those who were there to cannibalize did not have authority. Those people were there to steal.
Because of ñoom ñoo doon ñaay fenn ñooy dugg bagage di yóbbu.
Because they were the ones scaling the wall to come and take the materials and go with them.
Waaye man suma cannibalize.
But me, for my cannibalization.
Allow me, before you proceed. Where are those people coming from? The guys, people who were jumping the fence.
You don't know no di ñaay fence bi fan lañ doon jógee.
Fence bi dañ ko dogon si ron fa la gaay doon dugga. Ba léegi mu fa.
Where were they coming from?
And it's still there. That's where they normally use.
Where were they coming from?
Fan lañ doon jógee.
No, how many? Why then they from? Then they see outside. Why? How much can a can? Why? How many? New regional bagasi.
I don't know where they used to come from, but I know they were coming from outside and they were coming in to take material.
Because Mr. Jagne, I live in Kutu, in my daddy's compound since 1995.
Mr. Yeah, man Kutu la deka si da dekon suma keri fa. Si la deka fofu la deka betay depuis 1995.
The field you see there is where I play football still now.
Field bi nga gis nonu ba legi fa lay play football.
We know that place is heavily guarded.
Xam nañ ne fofu nonu dafa am security dega.
For over 20 years, we are living in that place. In fact, we don't have one fence.
In fact, amul benn fence sax.
We have a wire fence.
Am nga wire fence.
And a brick one.
Ak fence brick.
And we have guards inside.
Te yaa ngi am ay soldat tam.
So how is it the fact that people will come from the outside and cannibalize without you people knowing?
Naka la nit ñi di jógee si biti ñëw di cannibalize foofu noonu te yéen doo
the surrounding.
Li nekk ci fi ko wóor.
Those of us who grow in Kotu and the ones who are there still now.
ñun ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi màggee Kotu ak ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi fa nekk ba léegi.
Nobody goes by that fence because you know that it's heavily guarded.
kenn du dee jegeñ fence boobu noonu bu ko ñëpp xam nañ ne foofu dañ ko dee garder déggantaan.
So now you want to tell us people were the ones coming from outside. So
léegi nga bëgg a ñoo wax ne yow nit ñi dañ dee jógee si biti di fa ñëw kon yow lan mooy woon sa liggéey bi.
Even yàggu dara ni sax.
Even not long ago.
Nawek soon breaker bi.
Nawek breaker.
Nit dafa ñëw foofu ñaay over the fence.
Somebody came and scaled the fence.
Egg si kaw dog ko yóbbu ko.
Well, climb up and cut it and take it.
Te moom field boo wane foofu la moom football.
And the field that you say that where you know play football.
Su fa delluwaatee su xoolee opposite field bi si boori post bi right away.
If you go back there and you look opposite the post and you look right away,
dina gis ne fence bi dañ ko undermine.
You will see that the fence is undermined.
Fekk xamaguma sax moom ngi Kotu su ma state mi war naa may le fence bi dañ ko coppati wala dugal jaabos mënut a dugal.
Then I didn't even know that you were staying in Kotu, but I told you that fence, they broke it and they were trying to take away the gearbox.
There are so many cases you have many.
There are so many cases that you know.
You bury after they theft, they put a report Kotu station.
They are about theft. We take them to Kotu.
I have two questions for you to allow other members. How many right now stationed with you at the MSA?
Nyata soldier nga am right now. You have the new station for MSA.
At times I have 6, at times I have 5, because it depends the way they come.
And they are armed. Are they armed?
They are fully armed. They are all armed.
Yes, they are all armed.
They are all armed.
Wow.
Yes.
6 armed men.
You don't bear it. You
And you want us to believe that people come from outside and steal on our watchful eyes. Take agents of machines which are heavy to move.
All right, let me want to understand. Legal more like Gatti, or more Gatti before the more like because we are offering machine right now. Machine Muslim outside.
Are you asking about the guards right now there, my guards, or you're talking about them? Because right now there are no machines there.
Let's talk about the breaker. You said this recently.
Yes, you can.
Half of 1 month.
What ne mu ngi tëj.
Of vehicles.
ñu seet mbiri aar moto yi.
Yesterday, it was your submission that you gave 5 vehicles to Honorable Mohammed Kante, right?
démba say kaddu la woon ne da nga jox juróomi moto Honorable Kande.
Correct. On whose order was that? Who authorized you to give him those 5 vehicles?
kan moo la joxoon digal pour nga joxe juróomi moto yooyu.
It was Sediba.
it was Sediba.
Sediba ordered you to give him 5 vehicles.
Sediba moo la joxoon digal pour nga joxe moto yooyu.
Correct.
Did you sign any internal documentation with regards to transfer
ndax
or
sign
paperwork
any
handing
internal
over?
documentation pour joxe moto yi.
am na yoo xam ne suma parti bi sign nañ ko mi ngi si loxo weesu so.
If I can remember, there are some documents that were signed and they are in the hands of Suso.
We are talking in specific terms to these 5 vehicles, not in general terms.
No, dañuy wax mbiri juróomi moto yi nii rek la ñoo waxuñ yeneen moto yi.
waaw loolu laa bugguma
Because that's what I'm saying. I don't want to tell a lie. The papers are in the hands of the person that I mentioned yesterday. I asked him to photocopy them. If he sees somebody that is coming here, let them bring it for me. There are ones that I witnessed when they were signed. But some of them, they'll just sign them. When I come, they'll tell me. That is why I cannot just jump and say, yes, all the 5 were signed when I didn't see them.
Sergeant Jagne, who gave these 5 vehicles to Mohamed Kante?
Sergeant Jagne, can mo jox juromi moto yi ni to Mohamed Kante?
Juromi moto yi nim demé ci Mohamed Kante?
Look, what I'm asking is, who gave him the vehicle and the key?
Kan mo ko jox moto yi ak caabi?
Hand and glove.
If it is handing over the key, it's Sediba who hand the key to him.
What role did you play?
That's what I was coming to say, but when you talk, I stop.
Because of the same Sediba,
because it's the same Sediba who assigned me to repair some vehicles and take some vehicles from people. That's the time he called me and asked me whether the amount of vehicles are there. I said, give them to some of the drivers, let them bring the vehicles to me at State House. That's the time they brought them to State House. And they hand them over to Sediba. And he said he gave them to Mohamed Kante. Which I confirm that yes, it's true. That is why I said he have the file.
How did you confirm them? How did you confirm that it's true?
Physically on the ground.
I went physically on the ground. And I see people that were using them. I know they are under SIS, they are under Kante. This is how I confirm. And Sediba himself told me that Kante is using the vehicles that I gave him.
Let's get this clear. Did you give the vehicles to SIS, all the 5 vehicles? Were the vehicles given to Honorable Mohamed Kante?
Juróomi moto yep SIS nga lay jox wala juróomi moto yi Honorable Kante lañ ko jox.
Dañ ko hand over Honorable Kante mom moko distribute ci mensam bi kon mom lañ ko jox.
We gave them to Honorable Kante. He is the one who distributed to his men because they were given to him.
Now let's do this reconciliation.
Legi nañ def
you said you confirmed that they were with the SIS, right?
SIS.
Correct.
Correct.
The vehicles you gave to him, can you tell us?
Number one
Pajero black Mufa.
Number one Pajero.
Black Pajero V8 petrol.
V8 petrol.
6-cylinder.
6-cylinder.
And one salon car Ford. And one black pickup. And one blue pickup Mitsubishi.
5 vehicles, right?
Wow.
The people who was driving it in the SI?
Sorry, how many do you have?
One, I have the Pajero, the V8 petrol, the Ford Salon, the pickup black, and the pickup blue.
No, then sorry for that. It should be 6.
Okay.
My memory come back right now. Sorry for that.
Okay.
My apology.
Give us the 6th one.
It's Nissan Patrol. The one I took from what is the name? The person I mentioned right now.
Yeah. Nissan Patrol, huh?
Yes. Is that one I took from this guy? What is the name? The Rasulan team, something like that.
Okay, let's proceed. Now 6.
Oh no, I have 5. You have 6?
I have 6 now.
No, I because of this one was keeping my mind.
I have 0. I have 3 delays.
Is that item around 2?
Let me read the list for you.
Please.
You have 0. You have V8 petrol,
No. That Pajero, that's the V8 petrol.
Okay, the Pajero and the V8 petrol are the same.
Yes.
Then it's 5 vehicles.
Okay, this Pajero is V8.
Okay, Pajero V8 petrol, huh?
And
then I have the Ford Salon.
Ford Salon car with 2 pickup.
The 2 pickup, one is black, one is blue.
And Nissan Patrol.
And Nissan Patrol.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes it 5 vehicles.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, the Pajero, who was using that?
Himself.
Himself.
The Ford Salon, who was using it?
But Momo ko muna identify why motive Momo ko johan Momo ko distribute. No, why Ford me won't carry Momo don't use on his this thing. Naka try it. How can I go see all of? Never. Utility, I'm gonna go see all of.
He was the one using the Ford Salon. He was using it as a utility vehicle.
Why ñetta yi ni daf ko joxon staff.
Do you know the whereabouts of that Ford Salon now?
Ndax xam nga Ford Salon boobu fan la nekk léegi?
Boobu xam nga si dara.
Okay, the pickup black, who was using it?
Black pickup bi ku ko doon use?
Staff sans ñu ko doon use.
His staff were using it.
With the blue one.
The black
ak blue pickup.
Staff ñu ko doon use.
The staff were using it.
You've confirmed that also?
Before, but now no.
No, I mean you confirmed it before.
Yes, I do.
The Nissan Patrol, who was using it?
His men
were using it. That one is still at State House.
But the other pickup and the Ford, I don't know where they are.
Which ones don't you know where they are?
My Ford B, Salon car.
That's the Ford, the Salon car.
Ak Mitsubishi pickup blue.
And the Mitsubishi pickup, the blue one.
I don't
know where they are.
When you realize that the Ford Salon was used as a utility,
when I realized in a Ford Salon you couldn't use as utility.
Did you report it?
The report nga ko?
No, don't worry because use it.
I did not report it because the vehicles were handed over to him, so he know how to use them.
The vehicles were state vehicles. They were not for utility purposes for going home. By virtue of his responsibility, was he entitled to have a utility vehicle?
Ci responsibility ndax mom wargal la pour mu am moto bopam utility vehicle
bo digantem ak Seydi Ba ki ko jox la ñom ñoo xam li gaay decide pour def ko waye xam na ne jox na ko 5 moto Seydi Ba mu jox ko kanti.
That is between him and the vehicle controller Seydi Ba to decide. What me all I know is I have given him 5 vehicles.
To conclude, Jagne, the main reason I'm asking you this, you have a responsibility to safeguard the vehicles.
Okay.
Pour jeexal li tax may laajte lii parce que yow la woon sa warugal pour nga aar moto yi nii.
And safeguarding these vehicles,
aar moto yi nii.
One of the most critical elements there is when you are issuing them out.
Li ci gënoon a for mooy time bi ñu leen a joxe.
And there's a distinction here.
Am na faram-fàcce bi ci nekk.
You are military personnel.
Yow soldat nga.
Seydi Ba is a police officer.
Seydi Ba police officer la.
Operationally.
So génnee ci xew-xew.
You communicate.
Da ngeen dee wax.
But
waaye ca ndigal yi.
Comes from your military superiors, right?
Daf dee jógee si sa boss si soldat.
Is that correct?
Ndax loolu dëggal.
Waaw su fekkee ne order bi comme dafa concerned about military.
If the order concerned about military.
Waaye moto yi soo gisee su ma nee joxe ma joxe.
Well, if you see, if he asks me to issue, I issue.
Moom lay wane moo nekk vehicle, a government vehicle control.
Because he is the one they said he is the government vehicle controller.
Te moom moto yëpp si ondam la nekk.
And all the vehicles are under him.
Loolu moo tax su ma nee isil ma jox ko su ma nee lifi ma jox ko waaye xam naa li ma ko joxe mën naa ko rebe ma naa ko te ku ma ko laaj naa ko.
That is why whenever he asks me to bring, I bring. When he asks me to issue, I issue. I mean, whatever he asks me to bring, I'll bring it.
No, I said, man, if you make any law, right now,
right now, I know all the vehicles I gave him, and if he asks me, I will say.
Jagne, finally, my last question. Is it right to say that as part of your responsibilities,
your responsibility,
if you find something abnormal or something contrary to what you were assigned to do, with regards to the safeguarding of those vehicles, you should have equally reported to our superiors in the military. Is that correct?
Report sisa boss sisa military.
Waaw no la waree waaye si lii gis ma si loo xam ne ni njuuj njaaj moo si nekk because kiñ ko jox mi ngi doon liggéey si nguur gi te amoon na place si nguur gi kon ki nga xam ne moom a dénk moto yi su ma nee isil moto yi dinaa ko jox ndig moom a dénk moto yi te kiñ ko jox mi ngi liggéey si nguur gi moo tax fooguma ne njuuj njaaj moo si nekk.
Yes, that's true, but I don't see anything bad about it because the person that is giving the vehicles is working under the government, and if this person asks me to give the vehicle to somebody that is working in the government, and I give it to him, I don't think there is nothing bad. And this guy is a senior person in the government.
Mr. Jagne, so many judges happened. There was cannibalization. Parts were stolen. You cannot even tell us where the fault now is, or even the allocation was right. For example, the cannibalization. Have you ever reported that to your senior officers in the army?
Because amna cannibalization mungon am, sacha mungon am. Right now, fort go no mundo wax sa fan la nek right now. Ndax yow bi njuj njaaj yoyu non len xew. Ndax yang ko don wax sa njiti soldat.
Moto yooyu noonu bala maa ñëw si suma senior man yi moto yooyu noonu ñoom suñ bëggee génne moto yi na génne because xam nga dama loolu.
Mr. Jagne, answer the question. We don't have time. We are reporting those anomalies to your superiors.
Nga tontu laajte bi su nekk ne amuñ time ndax yow njuuj njaaj yooyu noonu yaa ngi ko doon report sa senior si soldat yi.
Moom dama bëgg nga xam ne moom si naka ñoom seen boppa soldat yi seen boppa senior man yi.
I want you to
Yes, my question is yes.
Who are you reporting it to? Give us the name. The man and rank, and what you reported to the individual. You said, you are reporting it to your senior officers. What was the name of the senior officer? Tell us the name of the senior officer and what you reported
to you.
That's what I want to explain to you.
Mr. Jagne, you cannot tell us on a merry-go-round avoiding the questions, giving speak over me. I would allow you to speak. Okay? You don't take us on a merry-go-round. I asked you a question. You answered that. That is the motive. Now, what you are reporting them? Yes, I did. The name, the senior officers you reported, and the incidences that you reported to the individual. That's what we want to know.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for.
Okay. They are stories they can all listen to. If a prayer, they will enhance the truth.
Okay.
But report to an officer.
I'm with you.
But there's a specific issue. Which officer did you report to, and what did you tell him? You know it. You name the military officers now.
Okay.
And Chair, that will be the last question.
Jarut ngay wiri nekal liñ buga moy nga wax ñu yow bi ngay report incident you don't happen si kan nga don report turam lañ buga wala ay seeni tur ñooñ lañ buga moy si military bi nga wax ñu ko mo gën bay jarut ay wiri demal straight to
wiri négocier time bo suñ present CDS bi muy Mama Cham.
There is no merry-go-round. The person that was our senior, Mohammed Cham.
Not was. Kineka right now in minister. Kineka right now deputy. CDS. Soon right now CDS.
Right now our CDS.
Mama Cham.
Mohammed Cham.
Take a time was my party the money continue army commander.
Then by that time, if I didn't forget, he was our army commander.
Mom la mone one now mom after the cannibalization bi.
He is the one that I can remember that I spoke to him about the cannibalization. Then he asked him, did you have any military vehicle there that you can cannibalize and we use them?
Sila Jeliena Lankurza camouflage, Belly use Tiger Watch.
That's the time I took some Land Cruisers camouflage. Still now we are using them with the military.
Lol mota mane report na ko si mom.
That is why I said I reported to him.
People use.
We are still
did you listen to yourself? You still had a discussion with the current CDS, who was your commander. And he asked you whether you had vehicles that you can cannibalize. What I ask you is, the 11 things that were happening there, according to your own revelations, did you ever report that to your senior officers? You said yes. Now I ask you, tell us the name of that senior officer and what you reported to them. And you said no, it's not reporting.
That is why before I said yes, I want to explain to you how did he get the information.
So if
that is not a report, then I did not report to
Yes,
them.
you never reported it to them.
I never reported them. Hadn't been linear report, I never reported to
Mr.
them.
Jagne,
I just informed them who then. The man informed me why report, there was no report.
I informed them, but with his report, I didn't go to them and report. I just informed them.
Mr. Jagne, I asked you the question because based on your submission, you are never reported.
I never reported. Muslim report.
Then why was it hard for you to say I never reported?
No, but no matter money. No matter money. Most like so much question. I'm
Silence. Just give time. I know the tensions are high, but
I'm okay like this.
okay, that's fine.
I'm okay.
Cheers.
No, come on, I'm going to so much question. Ma wala to bet answer ko. Ma wala lache. Nakala ko wala ni mo ko answer because so many report come like nakala ko many more clear. So mo to be wa report na ko si CDS. Why does not the report which means man ko alech. Li mo ta may le bal me explain pour nga won mané li mo report li report. Why come dem si mom direct report. I never been doing that.
Like when you asked me whether I reported it, yes, if I said yes, that will be like I'm alleging. But if you let me explain what I did, what I said, then you will know whether I've reported it or I just inform him.
Yeah, my last intervention, Mr. Jagne, the question was very simple. The question was, why it will be wrong to say that the anomalies were happening at MSA should have been equally reported to your seniors. You said yes. And you were equally honest. Have you ever reported any instance to your senior officers? You don't
guidance.
You don't want anybody to guide you to answer that question. That's a very simple question. And you answered yes. And you never asked. Just was the name of senior officer. And what you told him? And you had none. You wouldn't go into that. Chair will conclude here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We can now call Honorable Mbo.
Okay, yes, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much, Chair, and thank you very much, Sergeant Jagne. Ci luñ la téye fii fan yëpp di am bugg a am lu leer rek. I can do it in English. I can go with English.
Yes.
It's fine. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you, and thank you also for coming and helping the committee.
I
have very few questions.
Because
most of the questions have already been answered by you. When we visited MSA some time back, yes, we met you and your team there. There is a warehouse just across from where the former President Jawara's car was.
I'm not wearing a warehouse. Former President Jawara mutombi film.
That warehouse, what was there?
Warehouse,
warehouse bi su ma remember that day ay yóbbu naa fa ni woon naa leen li fa nekk mooy bagage yi xam ne ni ay ribori machine la comme those items ñoo fa nekkoon ribori machine maybe du ma ko mën a nem pour ñu olof waaye there was so many items ay bagage yu bëri fa woon daal.
That warehouse, the last time when you came, we went there and I saw you to the place and I told you what was there. They were just machine. When I was leaving the place, all the equipments were there.
Did you do a formal handing over or what happened?
Ndax da nga defoon formal handing over ndax lan moo xew?
Defuma woon any handing over waaye moom si boppam Seydi Ba ki ma fa tegoon because dara fa nekkatul alive léegi.
I didn't do any formal handing over, but he himself, Sediba, is responsible of that place, and Dawda Fadera.
But Dawda
Fadera is no more.
Mom Sediba confirmed the bagage yampo one, bedtime oxen.
He, Sediba, has confirmed that all the materials were there until the time of auction.
Where did Sediba confirm that?
Fan la Sediba confirmed.
Follow confirming way bima fa joge
the way he confirmed is when I left there
ñom delu waton nañ fa
when they went back there,
so time bo bagage yep ñu fa won yep dala manki wut
that time all the materials were there, nothing got lost.
The bagage yoyu
and those material
dañ stational
dañ
they were fixed on the floor.
Wa dañ fixed on the floor.
They were fixed on the floor.
Bagage yoyu yaga na fa won.
Those materials were there for long.
Government.
Those were government materials. But now they are no more there.
Do you have any idea where those items are?
Ndax mun nga yow xam nga fan la bagage yoy nekk? To tell you the truth, I don't know.
Yes, because if you also look closely at the warehouse,
because so set by a healthy warehouse,
the windows were removed, the toilets were removed, all essential items except the roof was removed.
Bagage am solo yeb dañ leen génné bam dess roof.
Roof bi sa am na yenn part dañ ko génné ak wire yeb.
Even the roof, there are other parts that remove them and the wires.
And throughout the time, it was being guarded by the army, right?
Yeah, when I left there, Fajara barracks came.
Everything was there.
But when I was going, everything was there.
Because even machines you couldn't use.
Even the machines were being used.
Okay, when you left MSA, who replaced you there?
Binga joge MSA, can Mola replace who?
Soldiers in Fajara barracks.
The soldiers from Fajara barracks were the one there.
And their names?
Century.
No, you found command money for you, because then they would change the chain.
Those I think were took there by command. Normally they change, so I cannot know.
That arrangement through Jagne.
Okay. That was through Jagne's arrangement.
So Momo will explain.
He's the one who can explain who were there.
Okay, thank you. Now, few minutes ago, and even yesterday, you mentioned that you've given some vehicles, some people. You've mentioned about Kante, who we've just confirmed as Mohammed Kante. You've also mentioned a tractor given to Dursano also yesterday. You've also mentioned about a vehicle being given to Turo Jagne, and you are confirming that the vehicle is still with the wife of Turo Jagne. Can you confirm any other person that vehicles were given to, if you can remember, any other outside these three people?
Ci ay minute yu tudda ni yëpp mention nañ ne joxe nañ leen be ci jabari Turo Jagne joxoon nañ ko moto ndax fi nekk ni mun nga fàttaliku ñeneen ñoo xam ne joxoon nañ leen moto te tudduloo seen i
waaw pour seetali ko joxuñ ko jabari Turo Jagne lañ ko jox moo ko jox jabaram.
Just to clarify, it was not given to Jagne's wife. It was given to Jagne, and Jagne gave it to the wife.
Okay.
Yes, and you are confirming that the vehicle is still with the wife.
Yaa ngi confirm ne moto bi ba léegi mu ngi ak jabari Jagne.
Waaw soo gisee ma ne ba léegi mi ngi si moom.
If you see, I said still now the vehicle is with me.
Because of Delosi would ko to confirm now from Sediba mu ne Delosi would ko.
Because we did not return it, and I confirmed from Sediba that the vehicle is still with him. That is why I said yes, still now the vehicle is with him.
Okay.
The rest,
guess based on documents from VSSO.
I cannot guess until the documents come.
Well, I'm for this.
But I know there are still more.
Okay. Thank you. Now, during the auction, vehicles were auctioned and tractors were also auctioned. Were any spare parts auctioned, like engines, blocks, etc., were they also sold during that time?
I'm not engine yuñ jaayoon wala ay block wala ay parts time auction.
I'm not auctioning ñaar but tractor be bobu la attend.
The auctions were 2. I only attend the tractor one.
So the one for the tractors, were any parts of tractors sold during that period?
Time during auction tractor ndax time boobu noonu am na yan parts yuñ jaay wala ay engine ak yooyu.
Tractor mo dafa nekkoon tractor yi es yooyu musuma na ko ñu tampa ko. It was 0 mileage.
Tractors were new tractors. Those ones I've never allowed anybody to tamper with them because they were new and they were 0 mileage.
Did he remember the prices those new tractors were sold?
Ndax fatele kunga price yuñ jaayee woon tractors yi es yi.
Remember.
No, I cannot remember.
Thank you. Now the last question I have is the vehicles that were cannibalized. Can he remember how many vehicles were cannibalized during that period?
I cannot recall it unless I see the paper from Suso.
Okay, where is we?
Ana
we are the mission mankama why my communicator mom for mu photocopy ko mu send.
We went on a mission to Mankamang, but I am communicating with him for him to photocopy the documents and send them.
Because of your answer, but because of my answer, more than believe.
We were supposed to go together, but because I am answering questions here, this is why I couldn't go.
Okay. Is that the document that he says he will bring on Monday?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Before Mr. Honorable Jammeh comes, I just have these few questions. Very short questions. Huh?
Honorable Jammeh,
I want to know whether Mr. Ibrahim Jai had an assistant at that time.
Mr. Ibrahim Jai, assistant time.
Wow.
Yes.
And who was that assistant?
That is the Mustafa that I am talking about.
Mustafa. So he was supposed to get to Mustafa, right?
Mustafa.
Telephone number.
I can help bring his telephone number.
Okay. That's fine. Council, you can take note of that. Yes, the other question I have is that I want to put it to him that all the anomalies that took place, that happened at MSA, he is aware of it. Yes or no?
There are ones that I am aware of. There are other ones that I am not aware of.
Okay. Yeah, he also said that he was part of the auctions that took place. So he witnessed the auctions.
He said tractors.
Yes. So he should know whether the bosses were auctioned or not.
Bossy time when you auction motor is still auction man tractor la attend.
The bosses when they were auctioning the vehicles, that the time they auctioned the bosses. Me, I attended when they were auctioning the tractors.
But there was not allowed when the bosses were auctioned.
ndax yéguloo woon
action at all.
ndax action wuñ leen ak xool
boobu leen awma si idea man tractor yi am naa si idea because ma àndaa ñoom ñu def evaluate bi àndaa ñoom ñu arrange ko àndaa ñoom ñu jaay ko.
That one I have no idea about that one, but the tractors I went with them, we evaluate them, we arrange them, and then we auction them.
Yes, thank you. Then you also said that you were not sure about those who bought the armored vehicles.
Wanga ñu tam ne leerut la ñan ñoo jëndoon armored vehicles.
non waxoon naa ñi nga xam ne nii man ñu laa gis seen bos boo xam ne nii tey soo ma laajtee kan la may la ji la mooy jaa mooy.
I said those people that I know they bought armored vehicles, and if you ask me, I'll tell you. One of them is Ja.
moom ma nekk boss bi ak ñaari salon car Benz yooyu.
That's the boss and the 2 salon car Benz.
Yes, but he said in his write-up that he'll be willing to assist in further investigation to know those who have purchased the armored vehicles.
Why wax nga sa mbindam bi nga teg ne yow pare nga pour dimbale leen pour ñu def investigation pour seet ñeneen ñi nga xam ne am jënd nañ amoon part.
Wax naa ko te dama ko miin.
I said it and I mean it. If I have the opportunity, I will.
Yeah, I think we will discuss that and then we will decide what we will inform you later about that.
Dinañ la si yégal lépp luñ ci jël buñ paree fii dinañ ko waxtaan after then lu ci nekk rek dinañ la ko wax.
Yes, you also said you forgot the time you were deployed to the MSA.
Wax nga tam ne da nga fàtte nga yow time biñ la yóbbu woon MSA.
But he said it was 2019.
Why, sir, ne 2019 la woon.
Is that a mistake that you put in your writing, your statement?
Ndax loolu mistake la nga binda sa mbinda bi.
Biñ ko bindee ma ñu fekk si investigator bi waaye bi ma ñëwee fii nii.
When they read it, when I was at the investigation room, that was when I was at the investigation room. But when I came here,
moo tax bëggatuma guess then realize it was not 2019.
Then I realized that it was in 2019. That is why now I don't want to guess.
Yeah, but in this report, you said you were to London barracks as a soldier.
Why, Chisam bin Nabangane, yo, then la poston Yundum Barak as a soldier.
But in 2016-17, he was stationed at the State Guard.
By time in past of 2016 and 17, he won State Guard.
And he was at the State Guard until that day.
They won State Guard, the best ball.
So if he was at the State Guard 2016-17,
Namely, come you also on State Guard 2016 and 17.
Then I was the MSA in 2017.
Then when the family 2017 MSA.
It could not be 2019.
2019.
Because there is a gap of 2 years.
So I'm not digante nyari at.
Well, mota bugutuma walo ame dafa isi contradict mo digante ak commission bi.
That is why I don't want to say anything that will contradict between me and the committee.
Ku jema guess di wax time di luma monta memory.
We to find the exact date when he was deployed to the MSA.
Ndax di nga mëna wakirlu lijante exactly date buñ la yobbu won MSA.
And inform the committee.
Nga wax ko committee bi.
Which was not by a guess.
Boo xam te du nekk loo xam ne da nga xalaat rek wax.
Waaw loolu fan la mën a amee mooy.
The way that can happen is.
su fekkee ne liñ doon binda si kayit yi weesu so ñëw am.
But we were writing the papers that are with weesu so.
Maybe kayit yooyu naka dinañ mu mën a give guidelines ba ma mën a xam date bi.
If those papers can give him guidelines for him to know the date.
La moo tax ma loolu mooy.
Why I said that is.
Time biñ fa biggee.
The time we went there.
Am na mun naa moto yoo xam ne ni dee biñ ko laal.
Maybe there are vehicles that the day we touch them.
Wala dee biñ jël moto si nit.
The day that we take vehicle from people.
So dañ ko dee book.
We write it.
So kon loolu man mun naa wax ne ko mun na ma jàppale ma xam date bi.
Then like I say that will guide me to know the date.
Yeah, just find out the right date and inform us.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much. Honorable Jammeh now.
Thank you, and good afternoon once again, Mr. Sergeant Jagne.
Afternoon.
The fact of the matter is, Sergeant Jagne, you can run, but you cannot hide. So it's better you tell us the raw truth.
Dega bi moy mun nga daw way do mu nobatu legi liñ bu rek moy nga wax ñu degentan.
From my observation, what I notice is all that you are telling us is not true.
Ci lima baye xel lima setlu moy lepp liñ ñoy wax dara nekku ci dega.
What is your take on that, if I should start?
Lan moy ca wax ci lolu.
Comme que moom li mu wax yëpp waxuma dëgg.
Yes, you say what I said is not true.
Léegi na ma isil yoo xam ne nii dama ko wax te waxuma dëgg ma seet ndax wax naa dëgg wala waxuma dëgg.
Then you bring him what you said that is not true.
Because ni ku nekk da nga dee.
He is not telling you the truth. Then he would.
Ni ku nekk da nga dee juum su waxee loo xam ne nii juum naa fa mun naa apology ma ne juum naa waaye lii ma yoon bi.
Every human being makes mistake. If you tell him, show him something that is a mistake, and he realizes that it's a mistake, he will apologize and say, yes, I made a mistake.
Tell him the number of mistakes and apologies he have made since he sat on that seat is over 20.
Mune njumte yi nga def depuis bo toge si togu bi nga tok nonu depuis commencé légui upana ñaar fuka.
Wa ndi no one is perfect. Xam nga li bon nga juum bañ waaye boo juumee nangu naa juum naa pour rectifier sa boppa yëpp si respect la rek because I give respect to the committee.
Yes, you said yes because no one is perfect. If you have a mistake and you realize it and you accept it and apologize.
For example, Sergeant Jagne could recall the number of vehicles that he handed over to the SIS at State House.
For example, yow Sergeant Jagne mun nga fateleku number moto yi nga joxe
deployed at MSA.
Mënuloo fateleku li gëna yomb muy at miñ la yóbbu MSA.
Those responses are very vague. We are here on a fact-finding mission, and he needs to be truthful to us.
Le tontu yooyu no dégguwuñ ñun dañ ñëw pour ut dëgga bi te yow ñëwuloo fii nii pour nekk fii di wax nit ñi you then my apology.
Good. Now, moving forward, Mr. Jagne.
You continue, Mr. Jagne.
Yesterday, you promised that you were going to share Mr. Sankare's contact with me.
Démba nga digoon nga ñu ne da ñuy jox contact Mr. Sankare.
That is the guy who owns those 2 tractors that you assigned private syndicator to transport to Casamance.
Mooy ki moom ñaari tracteur yooyu noonu nga assign on private syndicator pour mu yóbbu ko Casamance.
Ban ñaari tractor?
With 2 tractors.
You yourself said.
Turi Mr. Sankare boobu noonu sa xarit bi jënda tracteur boobu yóbbu tracteur boobu Casamance.
Now,
yes, I have the number. It's with me.
Now I'm sending you a piece of paper and a pen. Okay, you have a pen? Okay, write his name and his phone number on a piece of paper and pass it. Boy, joko ko rek dina ko muna binda ko muna xamé téléphone number ci mobile am warna muna binda.
The name I can write, but I can write the telephone number. I'm not educated, I cannot write. I can put the number there, but the name I'm not educated, I cannot write.
Sergeant Jagne,
yes, sir.
Jagne,
now?
You cannot write. You said you cannot write, you cannot read.
Wow.
This is what you said.
Wow.
That number you are abstracting from your phone. How are you able to read this number? How are you able to recognize it in your phone? If I may ask.
naka nga muna xamee ne number bii nii la.
Why telephone number? Telephone number. Even how you must to school, so can you move in the locker.
But telephone number, even a child that don't go to school, if you ask him to write it, he can write it.
Mr. Jagne, let's be serious. Stop baffling us. If you cannot read or write, you cannot definitely know how an individual's contact number is saved in a phone. We are not kids. Don't talk to us as small boys or small kids. I'm very sorry, with all due respect.
However, I give you respect up to the last dot, and I give respect to anybody. Because I don't want to say something.
That is not important, Sergeant. Give me the number and tell me how do you recognize that number in your phone.
The way I recognize the number, I know the number. This is Mr. X number.
What is his name?
Sankare.
No, Sankare you said is the surname. What is his name? Because you said is your friend.
Is my friend in the sense that we normally meet at the garage, as I said yesterday, after Airport Johnson. That's where I know him for the meet to Watan. So still I'm tractor, mom tractor, we put transport.
I'm not saying who owns the tractor. My question is, what is his name? I believe. Now write that Sankare and the full number for me. Okay, write the number, write the number. We progress.
That's your pen.
Afrisel is the number. Chair. You need to salvage us from Sergeant Jagne. As I said earlier, Sergeant Jagne has not been truthful to this committee. I will pass this number he gave. The number, in fact, he gave are 6 digits. Let him stop joking with us. There is no telephone number in the Gambia that is 6 digits. Let Sergeant Jagne stop joking with us.
Horrible. I am not. Okay. What is the number? Is not 237 889.
I want to apply Sergeant Jagne to pass his number to the to his telephone to the high table. Just with that number, the way it is, we know how it is safe and how the number is live. With your permission.
That's it.
Yes, can you show us the number
from the phone? Yes, let's just get it.
Bring the phone so that we know the number. Where the number?
Or you have sight problem as well?
I have sight, and I sit here.
Do you have specs to
I have specs in my vehicle. No, I use specs because I said here last time. I'm so sighted.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing to that.
But don't think that I'm just trying to.
Show us the number right now.
This is number.
Just give it to him. Let him bring the phone.
This one. As you can see.
Make sure you don't give the number to everybody in the country.
We are doing that.
Is it that you have 2 numbers for him?
What?
You have him as Sakar 1. Do you have another number?
Bible says, I think unlike you said,
You have the Q cell. Also give us the Q cell, please.
So, but I'm missing. I'm not going to do much flexible. I'm about being missing because one I'm a set. I can't see.
No, not the major specs more than you touch fee. Tell you, man. You're running for in the time. You see the Okay, let's progress. We will follow that number. The investigators will handle that.
Okay, thank you for that. Sorry if I hurt you.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Sergeant, yesterday the council asked you if you are allocated any government vehicle. You said no. If I may repeat, were you allocated any government vehicle?
As of now, I don't have any government vehicle.
When you were at MSA, let's say from the start of your postings, were you allocated any government vehicle?
I said it, I was having pickup, black pickup Mitsubishi.
Which year?
When I was at, when I was at Kotu.
When you were in court?
Yes.
When do you stop using government vehicle?
Using all my personal, because I'm still using government vehicle, hadn't been use. Why come so much personal?
Loma mean, you know, you were asked yesterday. You know, this is why you need to be consistent, Sergeant. Yesterday, you were asked by the council if a vehicle was allocated to you for official use. You said no. You have been driving your personal vehicle. I am asking, is that the case?
Bima council latte limako wa moyne munema ban moto nga amé right now boy dawal ndax government vehicle mo ko dédé suma personal vehicle légui neko may dawal any government vehicle as my official car.
So currently the vehicle you drive is your personal car.
Right.
Interpret that. We will get to somewhere.
When council asked me whether I was assigned a government vehicle, I said no. Right now,
I will send you a pen to give us the registration number of this vehicle and the mark of the vehicle.
Registration number moto bi.
Why na hamete me dawla ma bena moto de. Moto bi ni suma jabar moko mo.
You should know that I am not driving one vehicle because this vehicle belongs to my wife.
Why official car tamit aw moko.
I don't have an official car.
Maybe
they bring a vehicle at the garage for repair. If I am going home, I test it and go with
official car.
Sergeant Jagne,
I don't have an official vehicle.
You said you drive different vehicles.
Because different vehicles. Because I am a mechanic.
Yes, let's listen to one another. Let's look at the vehicle that you use to go for work and go home. Not vehicles that you test. Give us the details of the vehicle that you use to go for work and home, that you said is your personal vehicle or your wife's vehicle.
Nga jox ñu registration number bi ak marki moto bi nekut moto yi nga nek di test
lool la bëgg mu understand bo tax bëgguma am mo overlap duma dé use ben moto la moto duma dé use ben moto man mécanique la mën na ñëw tay ñu isi moto pour défar ko suma ñibi ma yobom mom dañ ma jox special number bo xamé ni SD lé mako jé bo mo nek suma own number mo nek SD 0072
The reason why I'm saying this is because I am using different vehicles. But I want us to understand each other. There are times people will bring vehicles, I will repair them, and then I will take them home. I was given a registration number, which is SG0072.
Bobo and time, bima amon Prado, bima dan use because of after joining my Prado.
That's the time when I was using the Prado that I was given. Well, there was a time I was having a Prado.
Why dama ko delo feel am na yene moto yu mo la use am na ñu nek as officer amuñ moto
because I return it because I feel that I have other vehicles that I can use and there are officers who does not have people.
Why number bo ne be legi man ko amé moy SD0072
but that number registration number I still have it, that is SG0072
bima nek di use ni right now
the one that I am using right now.
So my wife dafa travel mako use.
My wife has traveled. I am using her vehicle.
Why man don't use Mercedes-Benz BJL 2572?
But I was using Mercedes-Benz BJL
2572. Why
but that one I end up selling it.
Why I'm official car they want the official car Jagne? Why no plate go for poster?
I don't have an official car that one can point and say this is Jagne's official car. But that registration number I am still using it is mine.
Now, We want to get the registration number or the details of the SG car, that's 00772.
No, 72.
7072. We want to get the details of that car. One. Two, the car that you sold, that you were using, that you just said right now.
The Mercedes-Benz.
The Mercedes-Benz. We want, no, just wait, you can do that later. We want to get the details of that car. Your wife's car that you are driving right now, we want you to get us the detail of that car, the brand of the car, and the number of the car. You get it?
I do.
And that has to happen today before you leave the premises.
I have no problem with that.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Jan, you know, yesterday we were talking about bosses.
Just 1 minute. If you say number, exactly, are you talking about the SASA number or the registration number?
The registration number, and if he has the SASA number, let him give it to us. If not, the registration number.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Mr. J, Sergeant Jan, yesterday we were talking about bosses. Do you recall a white boss that was allocated to Hamza Barracks? For the children of the personnel at Hamza Barracks to be using as a school bus. Do you recall about this white boss?
Personnel Hamza Barracks use as a school bus.
Well, man ko recall boss be small party of the mag the home tata alive why man recall boss.
Yes, I recall. If I can remember the boss, the mark I think it was Tata, but I am remembering the boss.
From a tip of info we
boss bobu nonu yo yako dem jeli Hamza Barracks. Ci ñu loxo ñi ko amé won.
Boss bobu nonu,
that boss
kiko the information bi dafa mistake.
The person who gave you the information has misled you.
Boss bobu len gaay nek Yundum.
That boss, the people at Yundum.
Boss bi mi ngi won Yundum.
The boss was at Yundum.
Ci camp bi.
At the camp.
Maybe kenen moko dem jeli yobbu ko.
Maybe somebody took it from there.
Why do man?
But not me.
Maybe so ci Hamza gaay fa deka.
Maybe if you ask the Hamza people that are staying there.
Ndax man Jagne ma fa ñewon.
Whether it's me, Jagne, who came there.
I cannot recall.
I cannot recall that.
Mr. Jan, do you know Sergeant Sala?
Ndax xam nga Sergeant Sar?
Sar or Sala?
Sala.
Sergeant Sala.
S-A-L-L-A-H. Do you know him?
I'm not Sergeant Sala, you maham. Sergeant Sala.
I know some Sergeant Sala, but I don't know which one of them.
Do you directly work with any personnel by the name Sergeant Sala?
Ndax da am ki nga doon liggéeyal directly koo xam ne mu ngi tudd Sergeant Sala.
Am na wa.
What is his first name?
Lan mooy first turam?
Ki ma xam mooy naka ñu ko Omar Sala, O Sala.
O Sala, Omar Sala.
O Sala, Omar Sala.
Deka Sukuta.
Will it be right to say that boss at Hamza Barracks, it were you and him that cut it to a scrap?
Ndax dina jub pour ñu wax ne boss boobu noonu yow ak Sala boobu noonu yéen a ko dog to scrap.
I deny that fact.
You deny it. For those reasons, Chair, I want to apply that let a statement be obtained from Sergeant Sala as soon as possible. He works with him directly, Omar Sala.
Okay, no problem.
Sergeant Jagne, do you retrieve any vehicle from the late Mayor Yankuba Koli?
Ndax da nga jël benn moto si late Mayor Yankuba Koli?
Yankuba Koli.
Yes or no?
No, Munuma crack my brain over. Because
you know, the fact is we have all these facts. We are just confirming with you. It's either you confirm with us.
No,
or you
crack my brain.
okay, crack.
Exactly, because Yankuba Koli, ban mutum la jël la mutum.
You don't recall the late mayor, the mayor, the former.
I know Yankuba Koli at Kalindi.
Didn't you not seize any car from him as we were doing with other generals as a corporal?
xam nga yaa ngi fàttaliku Yankuba Collin former mayor bi ndax jëluloo benn moto ci moom.
mun naa am waaye mënuma recall waaye mun naa am nag because am na ñu ma jël seen moto.
It's possible but I cannot recall because even I have taken some vehicles.
Tell him he wouldn't recall because those were some of the vehicles they sold out deliberately.
doo mun a fàttaliku ndax moto yooyu noonu mooy yi ngeen jëloon jaay leen deliberately.
waaw su fekkee am na moto bi dama wax ban moto la su fekkee maa ko jël dinaa wax man maa ko jël.
If you have the vehicle, tell him. If it is him, he will tell you, yes, I am the
I am not here to tell him what vehicle. I am here to ask him about those people. They govern life on him to provide us with clarity, or he let it where it is. We will further investigate.
nekkuma fi pour wax la li nga def li nga def léegi dafa des si yow nga wax ndax yow yaa ko def ndax defuloo ko su defee léegi dafa des si comité bi ñoom ñu def seen investigation.
duma ko mën a bañ ndik am na ñu ma jël seen moto waaye récolte su ñëwee dinaa mën a wax ne jël naa ko because of xam naa ne dëgg la waaye mënuma recall ne jël naa fa moto am na ñu ma jël seen moto yi nag fine.
I cannot deny it because definitely there are vehicles that I took from people. But I cannot vividly remember. But if the records come, then I will know whether that is part of it or not. But I know what you are saying. Yes, I have taken vehicles from people. Yes, that is true.
It's good that he confirmed to retrieve vehicles from people so we can proceed. Mr. Jagne. Do you recall about the 27 ambulances?
27 ambulances. That were at that
Mr. Judge, my question is, do you remember about the 27 ambulances?
Why is
It doesn't matter where they were.
Why is a question? Then I'm a feel a moment recall. Why is 27 ambulances? Young ambulance?
Mr. Judge.
If you talk about ambulance, you have to tell me the ambulance that were at X point. If you say ambulance, I will not know where.
Mr. Judge, when you were working at MSA or Carnifing,
Time being around lige MSA wala kanifin.
as part of your engagement,
Tisa yangu.
do you have anything to do with ambulances?
Amon ga darapur that ay ambulance.
Okay, small my expert didn't come to town.
No, Mr. Judge, I want an answer, then I will allow you to explain.
If you allow me to explain, then we will come to town. Wow,
So fake ambulance man yima ham yi nek ko yoy la ma lacc.
If it is the ambulances that I know, that's the ones that were at Koku, that's the one you are asking.
But maybe I'm not
Then yes, those ones I have something that I can say about.
Tell us about those ambulances. What happened to them?
Ambulance, you know.
How many of them do you cut to scrap? Let me be specific.
Scrap.
I don't cut for scrap. I don't cut any ambulance because the ambulance that I meet in MSA, they are brand new ambulances. So I'm not there to cut any ambulance, and as far as I am concerned.
So what happened to those brand new ambulances?
Ambulance
time of a
those new ambulances, the time that I was there.
Be more take over
The amount that you are talking about, I didn't find that amount there.
Why Hamlani?
But I know.
Guy disaster. Guy disaster.
The disaster people.
They claim to be honored.
They said they own them.
Why ambulance you
those ambulance.
I would bring the ambulance because of ñom disaster manager ñoko don jël be ben amna buñ fa génné won.
Disaster manager were taking those ambulances. One was left there.
No, amna buñ fa génné won.
There was a one that they removed from there, but that one doesn't have a battery.
No. I'm not been ambulance before getting ambulance AC.
There was an ambulance they removed there from the new ambulances.
Doctor Mokodon use.
That one I saw in the convoy, one doctor was using it.
The rest? Disaster.
They claim that they own.
Why a man small hole tractor, you know.
But my hand didn't touch those
A
tractors.
very quick one. If you said disaster said they own it, did at any time disaster management officials come forward to pick those ambulances?
So ne guy disaster management ñoo leen moom ndax am na waxtu boo xam ne waa disaster ñëw nañ pour jël si seen ambulance.
Disaster management, same motor, ñoom ak Sediba, they use affaire motor yooyu.
ñoom ak Sediba.
ñoom ak Sediba, ñoom ñoo xam motor yooyu noonu naka lañ fa dem génnee. Because of
Disaster management, they and Sediba know how they were removing those ambulances there.
You, Sergeant, Sediba is in Banjul. You are at Kotu with the ambulances, right?
Exactly.
If someone is taking something from Kotu, I think you must know, right?
Of course.
Yes. These specific ambulances, were they taken away by disaster or by Sediba? Let's not waste time. It's time for Juma prayers.
MSA. Sediba mu ngi Banjul. Yow yaa ngi woon MSA ak ambulance yi nii. Ambulance yi képp ku ko fay génne foofu no MSA yow di nga ci xam dara. Léegi ambulance yi ndax disaster ñoo leen fa génne wala Sediba moo leen fa génne.
Thank you. am na boo xam ne nii.
There is one.
boobu leen moom laa ne Sediba moo ko fa génnee yóbbu ko si convoy bi gars yi di ko use one doctor Sow moo ko doon use.
That was the one I'm saying that Sediba is the one who removed it from there and a doctor was using it as Dr. Sow.
Tell him what about the rest of the ambulances who actually removed them from MSA?
Kon yeneen ambulance yi ci des kan moo leen génnee MSA.
li ma laaj ci loolu laa ko tontu ne waaye dama boo ñëw step by step mu understand.
xam nga taan ne ko fii boo xamul direct yow moo ko buggee you take action. Talking when you are talking. If I'm talking with all due respect, allow me to speak.
My apology.
What I'm saying, you cannot direct how our questions should flow. Therefore, just respond to the questions, we move on. That's my appeal.
Lima wax mooy yow doo ñu mun a naka la suñ laajte yi demee léegi li xew mooy liñ la laaj tontu loolu rek ñu dem.
ok ambulance yi man li ma si xam mooy. boobu noonu génne ko mu dem si convoy bi. yàlla si seen boppa ñoom naka tuwaay ñoom disaster management ak génitali es yi ñoom ñoo ko fa dee génne. people like Sana because su ma nee ñoom doo xam kan la waaye am na point nekk ñu ko wax Sana. if I say ñoom doo xam kan la.
Yeah, but I can. No, I'm not done, but I can close. I can wrap up. It's all right. No, now it's fine.
Now, Chair, with your permission, I want to apply that the Director of National Disaster Management to be invited for statement taking with regards to the ambulances. Yeah, I know, Sana. We are from the same area, Dahaba. Yes. With regards to these ambulances. Yes.
Because even you more than for gain.
Yes, in connection to the ambulances and generators.
Because I'm never generator ES, I'm never tractor ES. You even you park on the same place.
Well, time is not, but now a very final one. You said Dusano took
a tractor
at Kotu that was picked at Kotu. The tractor that he said and the trailer, Dusano collected without paying. Is he saw those equipments were collected from Kotu garage?
ndax ñu doon wax ne Dusano dafa jël foofu noonu tracteur ak trailer ndax yow leer na la ne la tracteur bi Dusano jël foofu noonu yóbbu ko ndax feyuñ ko.
non ndax
Kotu la ko jëlee.
boobu la nekkul ne nit moo ma ko wax de man maa ngi physically on the ground.
Nobody told me about that one. I was physically on the ground.
Now just wait, but in the records, if you go to the sales record, that tractor was collected from Fajara against Dusano's name. No, just, I'm not.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe there's inconsistency on the one who wrote the report against what you are saying. I'm just telling you, in the report, the tractor and the trailer was collected at Fajara instead of Kotu, but you said Kotu. Now, a very quick one. who actually drove those tractor or that tractor and the trailer from Kotu to reach at Dusanu's place?
Su fekkee ci mbinda miñ jot ñu ne tracteur boobu noonu ak trailer bi muy jógee woon Fajara waaye yow ci li nga wax tracteur bi ak trailer bi mu ngi jógee MSA fekkee nga ko léegi ndax mun nga ñoo wax kan moo drive tracteur boobu noonu génne ko MSA.
Dusano ci boppam li ma waxoon moo njëkkaa ñëw mu identify tractor bi maa ngi taxaw.
Dusano himself, like I said before, was the very one who came and identified the tractor.
After mu yoni ben on driver.
After then he sent his own driver.
That
one also I was there, it was in my presence. He brought along a new battery. We support him to fix the battery. He started the tractor and went out with it. I was standing. If that other one is another one, I don't know. But this one, I was standing there.
Tell him that is
green tractor.
Tell him that is fine. I'm just seeking for clarity. He have provided that. A final one. He mentioned about a name here. One Mr. Gay, a mechanic, who was working with the oxen.
Mr. Gay, who don't liggéey ak oxygen.
No, Tafa, who liggéey ak oxygen, Peter.
No, you talked about one guy in Bundung at a workshop.
Yes.
You said Gay.
I'm not going to the Bundung, Mr. Gay.
And in the report we have 4 tractors, but you confirmed that it was 2 tractors.
The report we have 4 tractors. Why you ngane ñaar la won?
Wow.
Can you remind us the name of this Mr. Gay?
Ndax mun nga ñoo fàttali tur Mr. Gay bi ni?
It's Mohammed Aliou Gay.
Mohammed Aliou Gay. Thank you. We have the same here as Mr. Aliou Gay. I want to apply, let a statement be obtained from him with regards to those tractors.
Okay, thank you.
Transported 7 tractors to Senegal for Mr. Wage, Futa Enterprise.
Finally, now ban time la sa guy yobu ay tractor 7 tractors Mr. Wage Kasama. Ndax sa guy yobu 7 tractors Mr. Guy Kasama.
Senegal.
Senegal.
Suma guy musu say involved si lolou.
My men have never involved into that.
They never.
Okay, now a very final one would be an application, Chair. No, just an application. One, I want to apply that the personnel that Sergeant Jagne works with both at Carnifing and Kotu, he provides us with a list of those personnel. That is the military he worked at the mechanic workshop. There are a list of names, and I want a statement to be obtained from all of them.
No problem.
No, the chair will grant that. That is one. Also, I want to apply that Mr. Dusano, the presidential advisor, to be invited for a statement to be obtained from him regarding the tractor and the trailer that he moved.
Correct. That's granted. Honorable, I'll cut you. It's 12 already.
FRD, you create the bond number. Okay, you provide us with the bonds. I want to apply that Mr. Sergeant Jagne provide us with his statement of accounts from 2017 to 2023. On that note, thank you. Huh? You said you have no account. So this is the statement you want from that bank. That means you have a bank. Stop telling us you don't have a bank.
All right, okay, Sergeant, it's a request. It's granted. You go to the bank and request for the statement.
From 2017?
From 2017
to 2023.
And you can provide that to the committee, okay?
And you can provide it by Wednesday. Yes. I understand you want to go to Mankamang, suspend Mankamang. When Parliament call, all other businesses need to be suspended.
Now what we do is, allow Jagne now provide that to us by Friday, okay? Friday. I will extend that to Friday. Okay? You can provide the account for us. Thank you. So, thank you so much, Honorable. Thank you.
Yes. Several questions. Now, application to you that you allow the legal team to join the investigators to conclude with the witness there. Then I can clarify, I can make my clarifications there with the investigations team because time has not allowed us. But I also have subsequent, in that same application, I wish to write that the chair orders that Honorable Jammeh joins us. I know why I wish for Honorable Jammeh to join us. Yes. Great. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, that will be considered. I think it's considered. That will be done. Thank you.
Then the witness can join us on Monday.
Monday.
If that's convenient, Honorable. And yes, but it will not be a public.
That's granted, okay? So I will have for today. And then we'll come back on council. We're coming back upon Monday. That was on the? Let's please, Monday. 20th. So we'll come back 28th and proceed with the proceedings with other witnesses. Thank you. Meeting adjourned for today. Bye.